because it was just a waste.
How dare you?
How dare
Disrespectful. That's disrespectful of greatness.
And then didn't I rip it in half on stream too? Yeah.
Yeah, you did some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I fucked it up.
Yeah, G-Bar. I put my fingers in it and I split it wide open like your cheeks.
What the fuck?
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Bro, man.
What you on today, bro?
Oh my god.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
I don't even have a Kodak.
Jack, it's my birthday tomorrow,
don't
Jack.
say nothing.
You
Hey,
gave me
man,
some
happy
creamy cheeks for my birthday tomorrow, Jack?
I was gonna say happy birthday, but now you bugging, so I don't even know if I want to say that.
You're a Capricorn or you're
Aquarius.
I'm an Aquarius. That means I'll make it all wet.
He's an Aquarius.
We ain't even start potting yet, and this man is shooting 1,000 from the field already. God damn.
He's good.
Yo, you going out after this, Alex?
I'm going out in that ass, J, man.
Going, oh my
You look cute over there, man.
About to get your steak and ribeye.
Hey, you look cute in your video, J, man.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Dreamcast guy hit me up on the DMs today.
You trying to fuck?
Yeah.
Come on, man, you motherfucker! I can't do this.
You guys are so horny when it's podcast time. I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, relax. We don't have an HR department,
he wants
so
me,
we're not
he wants
trying
me
to
to
make the guests feel uncomfortable.
That's
man.
exactly
Come on,
why we're doing this. Look, Rand knows the deal. Every time
I
Rand
know
comes on
the
the
deal.
pod,
He
it's
already
always
knows it
Rand's
goes
fault.
left.
But
It always goes left,
I
anyways.
ain't gonna be able to make it, man.
Jay Barry, I don't know if he watches the podcast. Not enough PlayStation on here.
Oh no,
What do you call it?
Press start.
What do you call it? The fragrance?
Yeah, that PlayStation fragrance. You know the vibes.
Gross.
You gotta put a little list on it though. Fragrance. You know what I mean?
That's disgusting. Do you make that same sound when you're sucking cock too, or is it just like?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey, what
Whoa.
the fuck?
I want to know. I just want to know.
Whoa.
It's just a question. It's just a
Whoa,
question.
oh my
It's just a
God.
question.
Yo, man.
It's just a question.
Yo,
It's
man.
just a
What is
question.
going on here, bro? Y'all
It's just a
feeling
question.
crazy today.
It's just a
Kofi,
question.
get your mans.
It's just a question.
I just need to relax, bro.
It's just a question.
Yo, nah, I'm Jay Barry tight. You heard his voice. Yo, get your hands.
Yeah, I'm Jamaican. You
Get
can't
your
play with me
man.
like that. I'm
It
Jamaican.
is
You
just-
can't play with me like that, brother.
It is
Yeah,
just
you
a
already-
question.
Yo, Jamaican
Don't
mans
play
don't
no
play
boxing,
like
boy.
that, man.
You don't play those
do
boxing
that.
games.
They don't do that.
Yeah, they do.
They don't
He
play
ain't
like
taking
that.
place
they-
in the
they
boxing
absolutely do.
Olympics.
My man asked me if I was sucking cat. That's crazy.
Oh man.
I'm just asking the sound you make. That's all.
Absolutely not.
Yo, guys, though,
Let's answer your question.
this is actually our first podcast of the year that we're actually all together. So technically, this is the first podcast of the year. You know,
Yep.
We bike. We
we
bike.
back. J-Man, you weren't here the very first episode.
No, I couldn't make it.
We're sick. Yeah, the Omnicron, man. How was it like?
It actually wasn't too bad. Nothing I never felt before. The worst part of it probably was when Kofi hit me up and still asked me to do the topics for the podcast. As I was on my deathbed, you know what I'm saying? And y'all wonder why I continuously ask for a raise on this here platform. Because I do go above and beyond, and I feel like I deserve it. So we're gonna start that campaign today. Hashtag get J-Main a raise. But yeah, I'm good. Glad to be back.
Will that raise mean that you're coming to the podcast on time?
Yes, absolutely. I think I've showed up 5 minutes early today, so I think that's a start. And I think we can progress from there. So, $5 more in the raise, 5 more minutes early.
All right, but how was your New Year though? Let's catch up with you a little bit. How was your New Year, man?
My New Year was good, actually. I probably jinxed myself with that Marion variant because I was talking shit on New Year's Eve about going out and shit like that. I'm like, joking around about me going out to parties and shit. I went to a few parties on New Year's, and that's probably where I caught it from. Yeah, I was at the casino, no mask, on the dance floor, going crazy. Shit was lit though.
All right, that's good. All right, so let's not waste no time. Press Start Podcast, episode 218. I think this was the appropriate title for today's podcast. Platforms where Game Pass exists. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it today. But today we got two amazing guests. We got my boy Jay Barry in the building, man. You know, he's been a frequent on Press Start Podcast, actually. You know what I mean? But nowadays, you know, after his little Sean Layden interview, he's been, you know, I think he feels himself too much. You know what I mean? He even talk to me different and stuff like that. So you don't want to pop up on the podcast no more. But today he had time from his very, very busy schedule to come and kick it with us. So Jay Barry, thank you for coming on the podcast. Do your intro, my guy.
Don't listen to Kofi, man. Kofi used to hit me up in the DM and say, "Hey, Jay Barry, how you doing?" You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden, he don't want to hit me up. You know what I mean? That's not my fault. But no, I appreciate the invite, man. It's always a pleasure coming on here on Press Start Podcast. Always a joy talking to you guys, other than Alex. I'm joking.
Like, Barry, I want to know like where you find the time to be on our podcast when you're too busy in Twitter Spaces.
Oh damn.
No, I don't. Yo, see, these are the lies that people do about my name, Jay. Well, I don't be in Twitter Spaces, but for some reason
Clear it up, Jay
Really?
Barry.
Do you want me to pull up the Twitter Spaces that you literally just made the day the merger happened?
Alex, can you not harass our guest, please, while he's doing our intro? Like, what's wrong with you today, bro? Let him do his intro. Let the man do his intro. You're already interrogating the man. He hasn't done his intro yet.
Listen,
What's wrong
the
with you,
two
bro?
of you are together.
So
Go ahead. I apologize. I apologize on behalf of Alex, Jay Barry.
Whatnot.
No, I don't apologize for me.
I have done 5 Twitter Spaces in the time Twitter Spaces existed.
That's
You know what I
5
mean?
too many, brother.
That's 5 too. That's 5 too many.
But at the end of the day, you know, I play my games and whatnot. But
That
I
is true.
appreciate the invite once again, you guys. And it looks like it's going to be a fun podcast by the title. And I'm about to, you know, kick some shins. But let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the man himself on the podcast, the man with the million, Ran Outdoor. It's been a while since you've been on Press Start, man. I'm glad to hear your voice today. How you been, man? And go ahead and do your intro.
Yeah, man, I've been good. It's good to be back. This is the second podcast for the day, so
Hey,
I'm
work.
gonna try to get my energy back. I didn't want to. I think Alex hit me up a couple weeks ago to do the show, and I couldn't because it was like day of, and I'm like, God, give me more time than one day. And then you hit me up today. I'm like, yeah, it's been a while since I've talked to you guys, so 2 podcasts. It's what it is. So it's maybe like the biggest week in video games ever.
Definitely.
This week was
I think so.
absolutely crazy. So I'm sure everybody's got a lot of hot takes. And
Yep.
I'm here for. I got to hear what Jay Barry's got to say about this. You know?
We definitely.
I don't hang out in these Twitter Spaces, so I don't know.
Don't subject yourself to that Twitter space energy, man. It's not positive. That's not how you want to come into the new year.
I mean, you can learn a lot from Twitter Spaces. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
how
can
to
learn
fucking
that every
delete the
gamer
Twitter
is
app.
we can learn that every gamer is a gangster and got guns and threatening lies and all sorts of
facts.
crazy stuff like that over video games.
Yo, facts. Yo, one dude, I pull up on the Twitter Space. One dude was like, "Jay Barry, I'm the house." I didn't even say one word. He's like, "Have some respect for the house. I'm the house."
He had to establish order.
I tell you what, there was one day I pulled into a Twitter space and Xbox University was hosting it, right? And he was saying something like, "Oh man, Alex is here. Watch the fanboys." And I unmuted myself and I was like, "I'm not your friend. So don't fucking think I'm gonna be nice to you just because I make fun of PlayStation."
Oh man,
Sheesh.
we still waiting on that Xbox slander video. Alex.
Oh
You know how
yeah,
it
all
go.
the Xbox slander that I haven't done.
They think you a bot, Alex.
Undercover
they're gonna-
bot.
They're gonna realize real fast that I give no fucks. And when that pendulum swings the other direction, people are gonna lose their minds.
Mm. All right,
That
so
pendulum is at the other direction. You just don't want to talk about it. I'm just saying.
All right, so for the first time listeners, we're gonna go ahead and introduce our main panel. We're gonna start off with Jack Move Johnny. Say what up to the people.
What's good? What's good? I think I still got fucking COVID. So yeah, we
Oh,
here
man.
still, I mean shit, I don't know what else to say. Shit, I'm still living, so fuck it. Yeah, what's good?
We got J Main. Say what up.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's definitely good to be back with the people podcasting. I feel like it's been like a month since I've done this, so forgive me if I'm rusty, but we're gonna get it together. Definitely a big week in news and a lot to say about it. So we're gonna, without further ado, let's get into this, man. Let's go.
Last but not least, we got the man himself. Oh no, it's Alex.
Oh, thank you for the intro. I'm just messing around, by the way. I love Bar and I love Rand and everybody else. If you haven't checked out What's Up PlayStation podcast, do so. It's every Saturday, by the way. They had Sean Layden on there. Really great stuff. Check out their content. It's really good, especially for Bar and Persona. I don't think Bar makes content, though, so yikes. He's too busy in Twitter spaces. But definitely check everybody out in the panel. Rand as well. Daily content, I think, on his channel. And also, we hit 19,000 subs, boys.
He flying.
sir.
That boy flying.
YouTube
flying.
superstar.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
But if you're wondering why I'm a little bit saucy, number one, we've got the Bullet Bourbon Frontier Whiskey. It's 100 proof.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Right? That's
It's
one.
gonna be a long day,
Number
Jack. It's gonna be a
two,
long day, Jack.
Number two, tomorrow is my birthday, and I'm doing a birthday stream live on the YouTube channel. So head on over because I'm going to say a lot of wild shit between these next 48 hours. So enjoy the show.
You gaming or it's like Q&A style type? Or
Maybe
everything?
both.
Yeah.
Both.
All right.
Okay.
It's going to be crazy.
Once again, press our podcast.
Happy
Happy
45th,
early
you
birthday,
scholars.
though, Alex. Happy
Somebody
birthday.
said happy 45th. This son of a bitch.
Sound about right.
Yeah, that sounds all right. So press our podcast available SoundCloud, Google, Apple, Spotify. It should be all there. So if you want to listen to the podcast, if you can't catch the whole live stream, you can listen to it there as well later. As well as check out our Patreon. We're gonna do our first off the record episode next week. All right. So let's see what everybody's been playing the past couple of days. Rand, what you been on?
Dude, not much to be honest with you. I've kind of been burnt out last month or so. I did try the Anacrusis on Xbox, and I played it for 10 minutes with my crew, and then we all deleted it. So
Oh, must have been bad.
Ooh, was that bad?
yeah, got
Never heard of it. What kind of game is it?
It's a Left 4 Dead clone,
Oh,
but like
the
sci-fi, 70s aesthetic.
Mm.
And on the Series X, it runs like shit.
Really?
Damn. Frame rate problems, giving me headaches. Now I'm like, the world's most powerful console. Where's my frames? I need my. It was just a bad experience. We're all like, all right, let's try this game out, and then 10 minutes later, we're all like, let's go back to play Among Us. So
This looked like a cross between
We went
Deathloop
from-
and Prey.
Wait, we went
Like
from
that
Anacrusis
aesthetic.
to Among Us?
yeah, we can get like 10 people for Among Us, and we actually have a pretty good time playing that game. But yeah, I mean, I'm basically kind of waiting to play Dying Light 2 and Sifu, and I need to start Horizon Zero Dawn because I didn't finish that one, so I can be ready for Horizon Forbidden West and
Mhm.
Elden Ring. So gaming's about to pick up. So I mostly just kind
Definitely.
of been reading and watching TV. Like I started Ozark season 4 last night. So
Oh, that show
Mhm.
fire.
yeah, so
Is
that's
that on
trying to
Netflix
catch
or is
up.
it, or is it on TV?
Netflix.
That's Netflix.
Netflix.
Oh wow!
I'm on
Okay.
season 1.
Okay, I actually just caught up not too long ago to season 3, so they just started season 4, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday. No, today.
Yesterday?
Yeah, today.
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 Oh
Yeah.
wait, are they doing like the weekly thing, or are they dropping the whole?
It's
thing?
half the season. Half the
half
season.
the
Yeah,
season.
so-
Okay.
Yeah.
Season-
Is the season
part
in 2
one-
parts or they just
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
it half?
this season. This season in 2
Oh,
parts.
okay.
7 episodes
Okay.
for part 1, and then 7 episodes later in the year for the end, part 2.
Yeah,
I did not like Ozark at all.
I like it. I like it. It's not Breaking Bad. I
I'd
know
give
a
it
lot
a
of the
second
com-
try.
I just started watching that shit hard, dog. That shit fire.
Nah, this
I
shit
ain't
is
even
good,
lie.
bro. It ain't Breaking Bad good, but it's definitely
Right.
good, man. It's definitely good.
Yeah.
All right, so that's dope. That's dope. Jay Barry, what you been playing?
I've been playing the River City Love
Fire.
that game, man. Beautiful game. If you haven't played that game, it's probably one of the best 2D beat 'em up games because they apply a lot of fighting game technicality to the action of the game, man. So I love that game. Happy that they got a PS5 version and it works great. Finishing up on Fist. Also been playing Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, which they kind of fixed a little bit of that game again. And I've been going over on PC, man, playing some Blaze Blue Central Fiction because they have the rollback beta, and it's flawless over there. So, and that's just a beta.
Wow.
Did you play the definitive version of God of War?
Absolutely not. I played it already on PlayStation 4 until PlayStation get their shit together and put a PS5 version of the goddamn game on their console. And I played it.
Hey, Barry, what's it like having the non-definitive version?
It's a goddamn shame. It's a travesty. You know what I mean? How the fuck you have a new console like the PlayStation 5 that new people are buying and want to experience these games in the highest fidelity, but you have a PC version that is within the highest fidelity and not a PlayStation 5. Shame. What they did with Uncharted, the Legacy of Thieves collection, is what they need to be doing with all these games going to PC. Take care of the console first,
they don't.
and PC.
Take away modes too.
Barry, that's not going to happen, right? It's over. We're going to get the best versions from now on.
That's pretty much what. Yo, I booted up Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Woo!
I think the first match I ever had was a cheater because this dude made me go first, right? I'm playing my cards, boom, boom, boom. I ain't had no monsters I summon, so I had to drop a magic. This dude in one the swoop, one phase, summoned like 5 cards and just destroyed it. I was like, how you getting all this, brother?
That's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is played nowadays. Low key, the game is so fast nowadays, depending your cards. Like, I have a deck where, like, I literally could just summon Blue Eyes anytime I want, bro. You know what I mean? Chaos Max, Dragons.
On the first ever, your first ever move, you can summon all that. Maybe I gotta go in and learn.
Do some research. There's some cards that you could set up your deck in a way where you get some stupid ass strong cards off the first turn. Like, what do they call the term? Like OTK or something? You can OTK someone in the second turn. I've done it playing against the boys for fun. They have done it to me too. So
because it was so bad that I went right to Google's, right? I typed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel cheating. It popped up. People was just cheating. I was like, okay. Because I'm like, damn, I didn't know you can do all that in just one move.
Yeah, a couple of turns, yeah.
Man, it's a beautiful time for gaming. And I've been having a lot of fun, man. And shout out to everybody that posts their stats or their PlayStation 2021 stats. Really cool to see the community come together and post their stuff. Nobody is shaming nobody or whatnot. It's just showing that you're playing your games and whatnot. So it's cool.
He's lying, by the way.
Yeah, he's trying to shame people. But it shouldn't even work for me, though.
Protect your inner peace and don't post that shit.
I can't go PC. I can't go politically correct. I can't do that.
It didn't even work for me though. Like I had an issue, but when I read it said something about location too. So I don't know if they're treating us.
No, a lot of people
respect.
A lot of people been having issues with it where it's not loading up for them. Even like
US only
people
right
in the
now,
US.
Sure.
People in the US having problems too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it. So, all right, Jack, what you been playing?
I haven't been playing too much because I really wasn't feeling up to it. But playing a little bit of Madden, NFL 22. I'm a beast. People really can't fuck with me, so that's how it is. And what else I've been playing? PS3 streams, PS3 gameplay. I'm on Ratchet and Clank 3 right now. Up your arsenal. Never played it before, so playing that. Good game.
Nice.
J-Main?
What did I ended up beating Hades. Finally got through that game. Great fucking game.
You gotta keep playing it,
I figured that as far as like progressing the story and stuff like that, there's definitely more to learn and things of that nature.
Did you roll credits or did you do the epilogue or you just beat it once?
I just beat it once. I just beat the boss once. So I know, like, I want to play more too, because of course you got all the other weapons to beat it.
Rand, don't get cocky,
stuff like that.
I'm just asking.
Now you hear him, right?
Because with Hades, you have like 3 states. You got clearing it once, and then running the credits, and then actually finishing the story.
Right.
At the very end.
I just cleared that once. I went back and I played and beat Halo Reach and 3 ODST because those are the 2 Halos I never beat. Yeah, those are my first time playing those 2 games. So I wanted to play those 2 before I started Infinite. So Halo Reach, I liked Halo Reach a lot. I didn't like Halo 3 ODST. I like the story was cool, but I didn't think like the way that shit played out with like you being the rookie finding all of those different pieces of the puzzle to put it together. I didn't like that part. But when you actually got into a mission, I thought that part was dope.
J-Man, can you be honest?
Alex
Can you
don't like
speak
what
from
you're
the heart?
saying right now.
J-Man,
Oh,
can you
what-
speak from the
what
heart,
happened?
please?
What happened?
Halo is a overrated franchise. Let's speak
Oh
from the
my
heart, man.
god! You know what? Hold on, real quick.
You couldn't even say that without smiling, bro.
Yo, you have to understand though. You know the time these games came out. We got to put at least that into consideration. Of course, if you're gonna be comparing it to some, modern shooters or modern day standards.
What about
like,
Halo Infinite?
Thank you,
which is
Jack. I
great.
was
Which
about
is
to say
great.
that same
No,
thing.
which is great. It plays great though. It plays great.
Yo, Kofi, has Master Chief evolved from Halo Combat
As a
Evolved
character?
to Infinite?
As a character.
Yes, the character.
But yo, he's one
Like,
of those type
what
of characters
difference
that
is
stays
as
the
far as-
Yo,
same
what are you
though.
talking about, Bari? Have you ever played a Halo game? He's a blank slate.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's like
that-
one of
that
those
sucks.
characters
What
that
is
kind
wrong
of
with
stays the
you?
same. He's almost
No,
like a
he's
Link
not really,
type of
he's not really
character,
a
right?
blank
That
slate
sucks.
anymore. He's
well, they
very,
tr- well,
very
they try-
positive and Infinite.
I'm just
Look, he's a
saying
man.
with how gaming
Alright, go ahead.
well how
Go ahead.
gaming is now. I understood back then, but how gaming is now, you can lift that character up a little bit, give him a little
No,
bit
but I
more
don't think I.
personality.
Yo, but the thing, Bar, you
think it
need
would
to
fit.
understand. I don't think it would actually fit. I don't think that's what people want. I think he's supposed to be the character of man with very little words. It's kind of like the thing.
Yeah.
Because Halo
That's the
came out at a time when obviously there were games that had like very complex stories and a whole lot of dialogues back then too. But there was still an era of games where like the protagonist really didn't talk. You're supposed to kind of imagine yourself as Chief, and I think it kind of started off in them type of ways with Combat Evolves. But yeah, like Rand said, they are trying to give him feelings. I think with his gestures and how he responds to hearing certain things, then you kind of see where his emotions are at more than him having like a long ass dialogue and talking a whole bunch. I don't even think I want Master Chief to talk a whole bunch. When he says his little one-liners, I be getting hyped when you be saying his one-liners. Yeah, I be thinking it's fire, to be honest. But that's Chief.
Master Chief is like Duke Nukem.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
crazy.
But I would say, yeah,
It's more
not
similar
Duke
to
Nukem,
like
more like Doom, more like
No,
a
it-
Doom
it-
guy. Like
well,
what I
even
mean?
then, like Doom Guy like Half-Life and Gordon Freeman, right? They're blank slates. The whole point of those characters is that you put yourself in those shoes. You're not like Bari, you're not watching a movie. You're playing a video game. There's a very big difference. There's a big difference, right? That's the thing.
No, I mean I get that, but I'm just saying like with how gaming is now and the standards, like you will want to see a character like a legendary character of Master Chief, and the latest title, you'll want to see that character kind of elevate a little bit. Like it's just the same plain state.
I don't know. I don't know.
Character.
I
I
I
get
wanna-
the point
look.
where people's coming from, but
From
I
Halo,
don't
I want to blow shit up. I want good fucking enemies. I want good fucking guns. And I
It's
want
always
a
about
big
the
sandbox. to fuck
yeah,
around
the
in.
sandbox gameplay is kind of like the highlight
That's
of
what I want.
Halo. Like if you're a
I don't
fan of
want-
Halo, that's what you want. Yeah,
Nothing else fucking matters.
yeah. Like
Everything
gameplay
else
kind of
is
takes
fucking
precedent
relevant.
over everything. When it's almost like a From Software game. Like what I mean? Like gameplay is just the number one thing in that franchise. I know Barry's used to having these great grand stories in the PlayStation first party exclusives, but some games focus solely on gameplay. You know what I mean? Solely on gameplay.
Five
well,
star.
that gameplay needs to be immaculate. It's not.
All right, that's all, Jamie. That's all you've been playing.
Well, yeah, I just started Halo Infinite, so been playing that on Legendary. It's pretty cool so far. And one thing I did want to mention though is Xbox, dude, y'all ain't beating no motherfucking games. Every time I got an achievement on Halo 3 ODST
It's
or
a diamond.
Reach, that
It's a
shit was rare diamond. I'm getting
It's a
all these sparkly ass signs. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You motherfuckers ain't played this game. This is old
Or J mate, so much people have played Halo Infinite that the percentage is just low, right? It could be.
Nah, that gotta be it. I can't. It has to be. The numbers have
Xbox
to be
gamers are fuck
through the
different,
fucking
man.
roof with the player count. You're right. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah, I mean the multiplayer is free to play, so
That is true, right? If it's the same achievements from the multiplayer and it's a free to play, then it could be the case. That's
Yeah.
why everything's diamond, right?
No, I'm talking about Halo 3 ODST and Reach,
Oh,
my brother.
Well, a
The
lot of
old
people-
games.
I mean, well, to be fair, a lot of people played Halo multiplayer and didn't even touch the campaign too. So
Yeah.
people
Mhm,
played
yeah,
Like I
Reach.
said, they ain't beating them
ODST
games.
was just single player, so I guess.
To be fair, that's damage control. Ran.
I mean, that still says to me they're not beating the games. That's it. You play multiplayer, but there's a single player portion.
Yo,
so they
I'm
ain't
telling you,
beating that.
Xbox dudes, they dip that toe in that water. Oh, it's too cold. They out of there. That's it. They out of there. Out that
That's the
game.
Game Pass. That's the Game Pass model. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, is Alex there? His camera's not working. Is he there?
I'm
there
here.
it is.
Yeah, it was
There we
just
go.
I don't know why it's lagging. It's being weird for me.
Okay. Go ahead. What you been playing?
So first of all, J-Man, it's slanderous that you think ODST is not a good game. I'm fucking
Nah.
we're gonna have that discussion later on.
It's cool.
I
Ain't nothing special.
also finished Yakuza 0.
Finally,
Nice.
I swear you've been playing that shit for years, bro. Like, what's going on? Sir?
Yo, I fucking understand Yakuza. That is one of the best fucking games of all time. Yakuza 0 is fucking unbelievable. Everybody should play that fucking game. Just period, hands down, one of the greatest video games ever made on this fucking earth.
Alex, so I was playing it, and I got
Yeah.
to like chapter 3, and like some
Yeah.
dude was wanting me to get alcohol for him, and I had to run all
Yes.
over town. And
Yes.
I don't want to do this, and I shut the game off.
No. Did you go to the
Fucking fetch
dominatrix
quest.
bar yet?
No, I'm just saying, like the story is like really cool, but then I was just like, I don't want to run around this town to find alcohol.
It's
for
not
this
running
guy.
around. It's a tiny small map. It's like one at the bottom of the map, one in the middle,
You're
and then one
saying
right
I
next to it.
I should start it back up and start over and play through it.
No, don't start over. Because you're gonna get a recap as you play. Right? So just all you gotta do is just fucking get them their booze that they want. You can get it, you get like most of the booze in like 2 stores, give it to the homeless guys, and then go to the dominatrix side quest, and then do the dominatrix side quest where you have to teach her how to be an S&M model. Because and then you got to tell her what to say, which is fucking hilarious. And you get to watch somebody get dominated in Yakuza. Then you go through and then you start buying up and then we start buying up real estate. Okay. And then we start buying up bars and all that shit. And then we start going to clubs and we start dancing with hoes and shit. And then we start throwing darts and then we start racing cars and then we play old Sega games. Right. And then we go out and we do some gangster ass shit.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody go play Yakuza 0. So I beat that. It's fucking amazing. And I am dragging. I'm going to say this emphatically. I am dragging myself through Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Bragging.
Sure
You
you're
not
not
fucking with it.
Are you sure you're not enjoying yourself just a little bit? Because that combat kind
Dragging.
of fire though. The combat kind of
Dragging.
fire though. Yeah, look at Barry. Barry's
Combat-
the combat's kind of fire.
Combat is
Don't sleep.
fucking boring.
Oh
Yo,
wow,
Alex, you need to stop lying to the people. Stop lying to. You're being very disingenuous. Stop lying right now.
If I wanted to smash one fucking button all day long, I'd play something else.
But you
The
don't.
combat
You
is
don't.
kind. It's
Don't
not
do
like
that.
that. Don't do it like
Yeah,
that. It's
you're
not
tripping.
one.
You're
The
tripping.
combat is fucking boring, dude.
He's going for shot
Really?
value right here. He's going
And
for shot
every
value.
fucking time Cloud swings his sword and it makes contact, the screen has to flash fucking white. For some reason, I don't fucking know. But when I'm playing on my LG CX and it's dark as fuck in the room, all I get are just white epileptic flashes all over my fucking
So you
screen,
bet you
and I
got to
can't even
seize it.
fucking focus.
It's hit
Right?
sparks.
Oh yeah, hit sparks, yeah. All right, look, if I wanted to spend 30 fucking hours on the prologue of the video game, then I'd play something else. But you know what? Everybody's like, you gotta play it, you gotta play it. So I'm fucking playing it, and I
You're
fucking hate
You're
it.
tripping.
I'm 8 hours in, and I'm on fucking Sector 5 reactor. I would have been already in fucking Nibelheim, way out by the fucking stake by now, doing all kinds of cool ass shit on my way to other fucking places. But no, I'm stuck in some fucking Midgard ass bullshit.
You know you
It's
gotta
a
play at least 2
bad
more
fucking
parts.
game.
You know you got 2 more parts coming for you, Alex. At least before you get over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Bro,
he's going
fuck
for shot
that
value
game.
right now. He's going for shot value.
No, I'm being
No
real.
way.
I'm being real.
No
I
way.
literally was playing that game when it first came out on PC. And then I was like, oh, I'll play for a little bit. I played for like 2 weeks on and off. And then I was like, I was so depressed, I didn't want to play another video game.
Damn.
That's how bad that fucking game is, dude. If you're a pure Final Fantasy VII fan and you like that game,
This thing you are
You
looking
evaluate
at
yourself.
the purest Final Fantasy VII fan, Final Fantasy geek. I'm telling you, that combat system by far the best in an RPG.
Is it turn-based? Is it turn-based?
It's a mix of it.
No. My question to you, is it turn-based?
It is a mix of turn-based and
Then it is not good.
RPG.
Then it's not good.
No,
Then it's not Final Fantasy.
Okay,
Not what I
the thing is with that game, the action portion of that game, you really can't play or beat the game that's doing the action portion. You have to use the turn-based mechanics if you really want to do anything impactful.
So what you're telling me is you could have just made it a turn-based game and it would have been good.
No, what they're telling you is that instead of you just sitting back
No,
and
no,
waiting,
you.
you can do something to earn that ATB rather than having it wait to fill up.
So either way,
it still takes a lot of strategy.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't because the ATB gauge fills up whether you do shit or not. Just fills up faster. So literally, you're just basically, if you would just remove the whole bullshit of actually mashing a button to think you're actually passing time and just give us the fucking ATB and make it turn based, you'd have the same fucking thing.
I want you to get to Airbuster. I want you to get to the Airbuster.
I'm at Airbuster right now.
Tell me. So did you beat it yet?
I just got to Airbuster. I'm about to go fight him right now.
You're gonna put some strategy, I bet you.
You know what the strategy's gonna be? Press A potion. Press A high potion. Press A potion. Press A high potion.
I guarantee it. He's not gonna be like, I can just press the action button. No, you are not.
It's the same bullshit. All they could have done was just given us. Dude, did you see the new mod where somebody actually made it to where it looks like old Final Fantasy VII where they pull out the camera?
Nah,
did you see that mod? It's fucking
nobody
amazing.
Want to play it like that.
Yeah, no,
Jamie, didn't you just play original Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah, that shit is it's okay.
Okay, I got you. You got it.
Not special.
The shit that people like Bari made Squaresoft take from actual Final Fantasy fans is fucking atrocious. Atrocious.
I don't think they took anything from
accepting an action-based Final Fantasy game and then making it third-person action game. Fucking unacceptable. Fucking unacceptable.
Nah. You can still go play the old one, my guy. It's still there.
It still exists. Exactly.
Then go play that, my like you still you crying, but go play it. You know what I mean?
Right in the chat.
Go play the old one.
This is why I'm not mad at the remake, and I don't know why we're on the Final Fantasy. Okay, Alex was saying what he was playing
because I was just beating it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's why I don't have an issue with the whole remake if they want to kind of reimagine and do whatever they're doing. Because the old one is still there for people like, Alex who truly enjoyed the game and stuff like that. So it really doesn't hurt nobody. Just introducing a whole. The only thing that sucks about it is like, when we're gonna get the complete story? It's like it's gonna be like another 2 more parts, 3, who knows? Because apparently
it's probably gonna be a lot more.
That's only 5 hours of the game, right? It's only 5 hours of the game of the original.
Maybe
and I actually played past that too. So
yeah.
Anything else you've been playing, Alex?
I think you're tripping, but I'm not gonna go in a debate in a podcast. We'll do that later.
yeah, you guys can do that later.
No, we'll debate one-on-one.
Twitter Spaces.
Yeah, I'll get Twitter Spaces exactly.
We're gonna see what that list does. You know what I'm gonna do? Just for the fact that it's not fair for me to talk shit to a game if I don't beat it. I'm at least gonna fucking beat it, right? But right now, almost 8 hours in, it's not fucking impressive, not at all. I will say this: the music is fucking amazing. I'll give credit where credit is due. The music in that game is fucking amazing, and it does very good job.
That part right.
At least they got that fucking part right. The graphics.
I'm just having a hard time believing the fact that if you love Final Fantasy VII and you actually playing this game right now with the materia system and how the battle system worked, that you think
fuck the materia system in this game. Holy shit!
It's like the same thing.
It's not, dude. The weapon system and the materia system.
No, they added on to the weapon as far as you can level up the weapon and the proficiency.
You know why they did that? Because there's no fucking content in the game.
No, it just gives you extra goal to do in the game.
Yeah, because by the first 4 hours, you're already got like 50 weapons. I'm exaggerating on that amount, but you've already passed all the weapons that you get. The only reason that they added that system in there, the whole FF10 sphere system, is because of the fact that it's 30 fucking hours in just Midgar.
All right, let's move on, though. Y'all can have y'all debate about this another time. Our time is limited.
Chat knows I'm right.
Our time is limited here, so y'all can have that.
The chat haven't played Final Fantasy VII. Trust me. Pull them up. Pull them gaming credits up. I guarantee you, these motherfuckers haven't played the game. One thing with me. So ask me the same question. Pull your gaming credits up, J Barry. Okay.
Here's the problem. Wait, Barry. Here's the thing, though. You're not gonna be able to see my game credits.
Oh man.
Oh man, he's playing
Man,
the
sell the
you know what
ICs.
you know what copy. That's what he's playing. The
All right, you're not gonna be able to see
demo.
my game credits. All right, there's gonna be no. The only record you're gonna be able to see. I actually post the fact that I beat it on Twitter. That's the only thing you're gonna be able to see, my guy. Everything else is gonna be like, where'd it go? I have connections. I was gifted a copy from Tim Sweeney himself personally. I just want to say thank you.
SMH.
Yo, just to let the chat know, my favorite game of all time is Final Fantasy VII. I know that game in and out. I have plenty of videos showing people what to do, which I know pretty sure you guys don't know what to do. I know that game in and out. Trust me. When I say the game is good, the game is good. But I want to see when Alex actually finish it, and then we'll talk again.
My problem is the fact that you say it's 7 and not 6.
No, I like 6 as well. I love 6. I like 4 more than 6, but
whoa, we're gonna talk later.
All right. This ain't a Final Fantasy.
We're gonna talk later. We're gonna talk later.
Yo, listen, Cecil
Y'all
Harvey is my second
Final
favorite
Fantasy
character.
geek out in this shit, man.
Thank you.
But see,
Jamie.
look,
Thank you,
look,
Jamie.
I'm a PlayStation hater because I played every PlayStation up until 4, right. But hey, never mind that. Never mind.
And your boy has been playing this little game called God of War on PC. So that's what I've been actually playing. And that's pretty much our topic that I want to start off with. I want to just quickly talk about our God of War PC impressions. It's absolutely fantastic. It looks amazing in ultra wide. The only thing that it's missing, really, in my personal opinion, is a field of view slider, which it doesn't have. But I think there's mods where you can adjust the field of view. You already know PC players got to that quickly. But I'm very, very impressed with this port, man. The port is fantastic and it's the best port yet. J-Main, have you fired it up?
Oh, a little bit. I was I got a copy. I played it a little bit on my 2070, so I was able to mess with the settings a little bit and play a little bit of the intro and stuff like that. Runs great. Definitely runs great. Fantastic. But yeah, that's where it stopped for me. I don't plan on beating it again.
See,
I
do.
J-Main,
I don't want no disrespect after this game is finished. I gave myself a 2-week deadline. After I beat this, I better not hear a single person call me a whole slate capper ever. Because I've been Yo, listen to this.
Now you want to change the whole narrative that you a whole slate capper? Fuck out of here.
No, we're not doing this because I told y'all from the very beginning my reasoning that I supported Horizon Zero Awards. I bought mid-gons.
What you playing on?
I'm playing on normal right now. I'm just enjoying myself. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying I'm enjoying myself. Yo, I already got the platinum on PlayStation. I already got the platinum on PlayStation. I already did give me a challenge on PlayStation.
Wrap it the fuck up. I don't got to hear this shit.
Stupid. God, you're so dumb. Kofi, why are you so Canadian? Look, Kofi, stop being Canadian. There's no difficulty achievement. So just fucking lie.
No,
I don't have to lie.
No,
I don't have to lie.
For beating it,
I don't have to lie.
War. You can't lie. You get an item for beating it on Give Me God of War.
I don't have to lie.
Okay.
I already beat the game, got the platinum. Give me challenge on consoles. I'm just replaying this thing.
So you played it on normal on consoles then,
bro?
Played it on normal again,
bro. Give me challenge. Yo. Look, there was no difficulty trophy, so I'm like, I'm not gonna bother. So I play that. Give me challenge. If you have an issue, suck my butthole, okay? All right, so
I played give me a challenge before I played Give Me God of War. So Kofi not by yourself.
Listen.
Yeah,
If there was an achievement for the platinum, I would have got it, but there wasn't. So I played Give Me Challenge, and I had an amazing experience. I feel no type of ways. There's plenty of hard games that I had beaten on the hardest difficulty, so it doesn't really do nothing for me. If you're not giving me an achievement, I'm not doing it. So back to my rant about not being a whole slate capper no more. Horizon, I supported it because it was the very first game coming to PC from a first-party studio from PlayStation. Mid-gone, y'all already know how I feel about that game, but I still support it because I knew
you're being disrespectful.
I knew one day, J-Man, I knew one day I'ma actually get the game that I want to play and revisit and play all the way through, aka God of War, aka Uncharted 4 is coming to PC, which will be beat again. So after I finish God of War, I don't want to hear nobody address me as a whole slate capper again. That's the end of
What?
my
Did you finish Days Gone on PC?
No.
No, I don't like Days Gone. I beat it on console. You're not understanding. I only bought the games to support the movement, Jay Barry.
So your whole
of the
slate capper
PC.
is what you tell me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's what it
Yo,
sounds like,
Jack,
man.
that's what it is.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
Where it?
That's not what it is. When I'm telling you, yo, I'm supporting this shit, so the game that I want comes to the platform. And I beat the game that I want comes to the platform. I'm my whole slate capper, though. Explain to me, Jay, man.
Oh, let me ask you a question. Let's say, for instance, it's a finite amount of games that you want. They all end up coming out. You purchase all of them. They keep coming out with games, but you don't want them. You still buying those? Or
No,
you just...
no.
Interesting.
No.
Dog,
Well,
stop
they're
buying
saying-
these games you ain't gonna
They're
beat,
saying
man. Save your
Sackboy
money.
is coming to PC. I'm not gonna buy that. When Returnal comes to PC, I'm gonna buy that and stuff like that.
Wait, why you not gonna buy Sackboy?
Because
You're
I
not
think I've done
supporting
the,
the movement?
you know what it is. I think I already done the groundwork. Now I see the vision. And after what just happened, Xbox buying Activision, I know PlayStation's about to put all the games on PC now. How they gonna come up?
No, it's
How
actually
they-
gonna be the exact opposite.
Nah.
We gonna get to
They're
that.
gonna
We
put all the games on PC. You know why? Because if Xbox has the balls to take away Call of Duty, which we will get to that 30% that Sony's missing, they gotta make it up somewhere, J-Man. They gotta make it up somewhere. And that means they're gonna be putting more games on PC. That's what I think, but we're gonna get to there. But God of War is an amazing port. Fantastic. Jack Move Johnny. How do you feel seeing the man himself shine on the PC platform? Ultra wide. DLSS. Beautiful
how I
game
feel,
on PC.
right?
How do you feel?
I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and we're gonna get into it. But I just want to say, not only is Sony losing exclusive games, they're also losing third-party games. It's beautiful. I love it. They market value dropped over $20 billion on the stock market. Beautiful.
Wow.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Everybody loves it. Keep going.
Kofi got money in them, though. Look.
I do. I got
Lose millions, but keep going. It's beautiful. Yeah. Good job. Keep pushing crossplay and all this other dumbass. Here you go, PlayStation. Good job.
Dude, 20 billion in fucking one announcement that doesn't even involve them.
That's
Oh,
great.
It's going to involve them. It's going to involve them.
But
All
no,
right.
well, it didn't involve them. Like, it wasn't like Sony did something stupid where it cost them $20 billion. Is that what I'm saying?
Exactly. But we're gonna get into that. But the God of War port is fantastic, guys. Support it. It's actually a great port. It has overwhelmingly positive reviews on PC. It got like a 97 positive review, which is stupid high. And let's talk about
Wait, Kofi, hold
how.
on before you.
All right, go
before you
ahead.
roll.
Go ahead.
None of that shit fucking matters. You know why?
Tell us.
What was that?
Because I did a PC port review.
Oh my God, Jesus.
Mm.
Man, I got a couple of subscribers. Now he's dragging his dick around, swinging his dick around in the hula hoop, bro. He's feeling himself. Look at him. Look at him. Look at
It's
him.
not even that. It's
Look
not
at
even
him.
that. I'm one of the most fucking hard-nosed, fucking nitpicky individuals. And I'm telling you, that God of War PC port gets an Alex seal of approval.
Is that better than a Nintendo seal of approval?
Yes.
Ooh. Jesus Christ.
That PC port report gets my personal seal of approval as a PC port.
I got a question. So you're telling me a superpowered PC can competently run a PS4 game? Is that what you're telling me? I just need confirmation on that.
An underpowered PC can competently run a PS4 game.
The Steam Deck
Oh,
could
that's
run
it.
God of War. Y'all
Even
seen
better.
that?
Even
Y'all,
better.
y'all saw
You
that?
seen-
The Steam
you
Deck.
seen
Yes, sir.
Shuhei?
I know you seen that.
The
I
Steam
know you
Deck
seen
can
that.
competently
Even
run.
better.
Sony
The
lost
Steam
$20
Deck
million.
could run God of War.
I saw what Shuhei needs to be fired, okay? He's a fucking idiot.
Sony lost
You
$20
just-
million and Shuhei get on Twitter posting God of War on the Steam Deck.
This nigga should be dangling from a ceiling right now. He lost $20 billion. This nigga posting the Steam Deck. Are you stupid, Shuhei? The fuck you got going on, man?
It's so good.
My
Are
God.
you insane?
Love you, Shuhei. Love
Shuhei
you.
the GOAT. Shuhei the GOAT. Shout out to you, man.
This
Keep
dude is insane.
keep promoting that beautiful Steam Deck. You know what I mean? Running
Nah,
God of War.
he told me he turned it off right away because the battery is about to die after this boot is up.
Y'all
he
trying to
gets
disrespect the
gameplay,
Steam
yeah.
Deck as much as you want. That shit is gonna slap when it drop, bro. That shit gonna.
I
fire.
canceled my pre-order, so go ahead and
Oh,
pre-order that.
oh,
Good.
thank you.
Good.
Everybody canceled,
Thank
by the
you.
way. Everybody
Nah,
canceled,
real
by
talk,
the
I
way.
just feel like I didn't need it. You know what I mean?
That's good, man. I hope a
Damn,
lot of
Jay
people
Boy,
don't feel
shit.
like
Yeah, good.
I could have
If it was
flipped
a
that
couple
for
Can
you,
you
my
tell
guy.
everybody to
I was
please go
definitely
ahead and
about to,
cancel the pre-orders?
cancel your pre-orders for the Steam Deck. It's gonna
Cancel
be trash.
your pre-orders.
Cancel your pre-order so I can get mine first. All right, yo. So, like I was saying, God of War also broke the record for concurrent players on PC.
For a PlayStation game.
For a PlayStation game. It capped out at 73K. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
It's not impressive, bro.
Yeah.
Jack,
That's
you-
not
okay,
impressive.
Let's
That's not
you
impressive.
Let's go.
explain
Jack,
to
go ahead,
me how it's not impressive because it sold 20 million.
It's not
copies already
It's not
on
impressive
PlayStation
because when Halo
4
Infinite
years
was
ago?
when Halo Infinite was quote unquote dying on Steam, that shit still had like 50K concurrent players. So
shit is
20K
free.
more than that is
It was
It's
free.
free.
It's a free, Jack.
okay.
What?
What are you talking
It's not.
about?
It's not. If 70, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna put
Jack,
it
do
in
you want
layman's
some,
terms.
Jack, do you want
Please.
some? So you
If
can think about what you're saying?
if 70K people bought God of War
That's
day
just
one on
concurrent
PlayStation,
play. It's
these
just
niggas will kill themselves. Okay.
Yo, Jack,
That's
that
just
not
just
impressive.
means
That
just means people at
concurrent
once.
players.
Okay.
That's not just the
Okay.
sales. Just how many people
That's
are
not the
online.
sales.
I know that's not the
Are
sense. That's how many people are
online.
current. I know what the word concurrent means.
Oh,
Come on.
okay. So you're telling
not
me a
impressed by
game that reported to sell 19.5 million copies over the span of what, 4 or
And niggas
5
wasn't impressed
years,
by that.
right? 4 and 5 years, released on a new platform and managed to be the top
Bro.
seller, topping out Monster Hunter Rise on Steam, and probably is still to this day, and go on to have 73K concurrent players. How is that not
You know why that's not
for such an
impressive?
old
You wanna know why
game?
that's not impressive?
I want
You wanna know why that's not
there's
impressive?
73K playing this game
I'ma tell you
on
why that's not
PlayStation
impressive.
5 right now or PS4?
I'm gonna tell you why that's not impressive. I'm gonna tell you why that's not impressive.
Salt in the chat,
I'm gonna
please,
tell you why
chat.
that's not impressive. I'm gonna tell you what
Salt
y'all
in the
y'all want me to answer the question. Y'all just gonna
I want
keep
him to
talking.
answer the
Go
question.
ahead.
Let's go.
Answer the
God of
question.
War, 19.5 million copies sold. That puts it in line somewhere with one of the top 50 games sold of all time, right? In 3 years. I was told that's not impressive. That's not enough.
who told
They
you that?
need to-
Who-
They
who
need
told you
they
that?
need to
Who
further
told
their
you that?
revenue stream and put the game on PC. But
Who
now
told you that, though?
70K people
No,
is
no,
impressive.
no,
I don't
no,
get it.
no, no.
I
You
don't
listen
get
to
it.
Wait, how come you listen to those people, Jack? But
Get
you
'em,
ain't
Jack.
listen to us when we
Who
told you that. They put it on PC so they can make free or easy more money easily by porting it to the PC platform and getting those people who didn't play it on the PS4. We also told you that, but you didn't want to listen to that part.
Hold on, J-Man. J-Man, I need you to hold on. You need to be respectful of your
okay.
partner here of the Press Start podcast show and let Jack finish his point, please. Go ahead.
I'm gonna shut this shit down.
They don't get the bigger picture.
I'm gonna
They
shut
got
this shit down right fucking now. I'm gonna shut you down right fucking now. God of War costs how much on PC, Jack?
I don't follow terrorist platforms.
50 fucking dollars.
$50.
$50 fucking dollars.
How much your copy costs? How much your copy costs?
Mine was free. How much?
Yeah, I know.
How much does Halo Infinite cost? The multiplayer, which is people play.
I believe it's free to play.
It's free to play. So right now, God of War is the #1 seller on Steam.
Still, to this day. To this
Still,
day.
To this day.
To this day.
And it
To this
has
day.
been the #1 seller on Steam to this.
It did over
day.
$1 million. Easily
On
over
top
$1 million.
of that,
That's not impressive, bro.
No.
But it's already
impressive.
sold 20 million copies, Jack. How is it not impressive? It's a game that already sold 20 million
What
copies.
is it
Kofi,
competing
Kofi,
against?
Kofi,
What
Kofi.
is it competing with on Steam? Marble Madness? Like what the fuck
Oh
is niggas
my
playing on
God,
Steam
bro.
right now?
We have no.
Oh
What
my God.
what other?
Whoa,
If it
Jack.
What
did
else niggas
over
playing on
$1
Steam
million,
right now?
that's $50 million. How?
What is niggas playing on Steam
I'll
right
tell you
now?
right now, we're playing Counter-Strike, Dota. You know what the #3 game is, Kofi?
PUBG.
What's the #3 game, Kofi?
I don't know. I have it in front of me, but what is it?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is a
Yes,
number
sir.
3
Yes,
game
sir.
played on
Yes,
Switch.
Another free-to-play game.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. That's why it's
then you got-
impressive for a $50 game to top the charts.
Okay.
Not only that, Jack, God of War actually beats Halo at some points during the day with concurrent players. A 4-year-old
Ain't nobody
$50
playing
game.
Halo. Nobody's playing Halo.
Don't say
Listen,
that. People playing Halo.
You're not
People
even paying
Halo.
attention.
The Press Start
Monster-
Podcast Discord ain't play Halo in weeks, months.
Yo,
I play
Jack,
Halo
don't
every
expose
day.
him like that. Don't expose him like that, Jack.
I play Halo
Y'all
every
ain't playing.
day.
I know ain't nobody playing it.
Yo, leave that
What are you
in-house,
talking
Jack.
about?
Leave
Man
that
got a
in-house.
Master Chief tattoo on his ass cheek. If he ain't playing it, ain't nobody playing that shit.
Jack,
Fact.
you're talking about a game that is older, that is going up against a platform.
It's impressive. Period. It's 4
that
years
has-
old, bro.
that has-
It's a 4-year-old
No,
game.
none of that, Kofi.
It's a 4-year-old game.
It's a
bro.
platform that has so many other games to play that cost $0
And released right
that
beside
have-
Monster Hunter Rise.
and released next to Monster Hunter Rise.
And
Monster
it's
Hunter
selling
Rise
better
is
than
number-
and it's selling better than Monster Hunter Rise. Come on, let's not
Monster
do it.
Hunter Rise is
Had
number
more
7.
concurrent players at the time, probably due to its multiplayer features. It had more
Right now.
concurrent players. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're looking at massive amounts of players on PC that play so many other games, and it is competing in that series. So that game is easily selling.
It did over a
copies
million.
on Steam.
It did over a million easily.
Easily.
And it's gonna go on to
4-year-old
have a
game.
long life.
A
Long life on
4-year-old
PC
game.
too.
Imagine, Jack.
I'm just not impressed, but I'm sorry.
Imagine how much money Sony will make when they release day and date, Jack.
Sheesh.
I
Man,
don't care how much
concurrent
money.
players-
I'm actually more interested in how much money they losing right now. I love it.
They're not losing anything.
Horizon was a 250% ROI. You remember that, right? What you think this
What
time?
are they
investment.
getting off Call of Duty not being on their console?
Oh my god. We're gonna get to that. I don't want to talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's speed it up.
Let's get into that COVID.
That boy. That boy. Oh,
I'm just
boy.
asking a question. I'm trying to figure out what's going
Jack,
on.
can we get some salt in the
Boy,
chat?
you
Can we get some salt in
Hey,
the chat,
definitely
please?
salt, bro.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Imagine giving up your exclusivity and then losing. Like you lost everything, Sony. You're doing great. You're losing everything,
Can we get
slowly
some
but surely.
salt in the chat, please?
I love it.
Jack,
I
when we
can't
get
wait till
better-
Microsoft buy EA or Ubisoft and take Madden off PlayStation. It's gonna be great, man.
All right, so let's get to the shits. You know what? Let's get to the
Here we
shits.
go.
Let's get to the
slate.
shits, and we'll leave the smaller topics I want to talk about a little bit later. Let's just not waste no more time. Let's get to the bullshit.
So just
Microsoft.
for Rand being here, is this whole fucking thing's become a shit show. Thanks, Rand.
Yeah,
Blame
I
Rand.
don't even have to
Hashtag
say
blame
anything
Rand.
either.
Yeah,
Rand has said a fucking word for 20 minutes.
yeah. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's get to the bullshit. Activision. We just witnessed the biggest gaming acquisition in history. It gotta be. Microsoft paid, I believe, $68.7 billion in cash, by the way. To acquire Activision. If you do not know, Activision is home of Call of Duty, Overwatch, Diablo, StarCraft, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Prototype, and probably some
Guitar
more.
Hero,
Guitar
Oh,
Hero.
give it a big one. Give it a big
it's
one.
Diablo,
World of Warcraft,
Another
World
one.
of Warcraft.
Warcraft, yeah.
Candy Crush,
Woo, love that. My favorite.
Cash
does.
Money. Jay Barry, what do you say? Microsoft got the money. What do you say? How do you say it?
Xbox gets
Got
the
the
money.
Biggest. Put their meat on the table. They didn't give a fuck. Craziest shit I've ever seen. I woke up to on a Tuesday. I'm like, damn, man. Microsoft, you got it like that? Why you got to do Sony like that? So, of course, this has been the talk ever since. And it's been beautiful to see, to be honest. We got people screaming a monopoly over here. We got people begging for games like Call of Duty to remain on their platform. Is it going to be exclusive? The conversations
Wait,
are
Kofi.
absolutely everywhere.
You're telling me, Kofi, that people are port begging for games?
Oh my God. It
Oh,
hasn't stopped.
man.
It hasn't stopped.
Don't tell me people are port begging for a video game.
Oh man, it hasn't stopped, Alex. So Rand out there, what was your reaction when you seen this? Cause you plugged in with Microsoft,
I mean,
And I know you were blown away like the rest of us. What's your thoughts of this whole acquisition? Just your initial reaction when you seen it. Like, how did you
it's
just feel?
baller move. Phil ain't fucking around, and neither is Satya. Like they have a plan to essentially dominate the gaming space. 10 to 20 years down the road, because that's what this deal's all about. It's not about the immediate future. It's about 10 to 15 years from now. I woke up and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that Satya let Phil spend $70 billion, the largest acquisition in Microsoft history. Microsoft.
Really?
Like this, yeah, this is
I didn't know
this
it
is
was
a
Microsoft.
Microsoft that really didn't support Xbox for how many generations? And like almost like sold the Xbox One out, after how badly it started out. Like I
Mhm.
couldn't believe it, but it makes a lot of sense because oh boy, did Bobby Kotick really screw up that company.
Yep.
Their stock price last year, about a year ago, was $105 a share. And with all the troubles that it had, it went down to like 60. And Phil
Damn.
comes in and is like, we'll pay 95 a share. Which,
Yeah.
oh
Listen,
man.
It's
Rand,
crazy.
I'm gonna tell you what I think about this, right? It's Bobby's world, and we're just living in it.
Oh sure, he gets a golden parachute, but at least he's
No,
gone.
no. How much did Phil buy Activision Blizzard for? 68.7 billion, right?
No, I saw your tweet plus 300 million that he
Bobby gets
did.
300 million when he leaves. How much did Bobby sell Activision Blizzard for? 69 billion. Fucking Bobby. It's Bobby's world, baby. And we're just living in it. My man's in Epstein's little black book, baby. We're just living in his world, baby.
Yeah.
That's all it
Yeah.
is.
So it was a crazy day, Rand. We all could say, and nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw this
Hell
coming
no.
at all, man. J-Main, what was your
Yo.
thoughts?
I didn't believe it at first. I ain't gonna lie. I saw whose tweet did I see first? I think I saw
Jason
Schreier.
Yeah, it was
Might
like a
have been
rumor.
Schreier's tweet
It started
at
off as a
first.
rumor, then 5 minutes later got confirmed. Or like 10 minutes later
'cause
got confirmed.
It was like, Microsoft is planning to buy Activision Blizzard. I'm like, come on, stop fucking playing.
Yeah, I thought
I'm
it was
like, stop. And then the number came out, $70 billion. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That's when I figured it was real. Once that price point came out, because I'm like, yeah, $70 billion sounds about right for Activision Blizzard. And then after that, the third thing I thought was Game Pass. I'm like, all those fucking games are going to be on Game Pass day fucking one. And Call of
big.
fucking Duty is gonna be on Game Pass day fucking one. That's a huge fucking shift right there. And that's just where my mind went. I was blown the fuck away when I seen that news. I was getting ready to go to work and shit. I'm like, how am I supposed to work with news like this? I need to dissect this. I need to read articles and figure out what the hell is going on. But yeah, Call of Duty Game Pass was definitely one of the first few things that came to mind, because PlayStation is selling that for $70, and you're gonna be able to get that on Game Pass day one. Crazy.
Ari, what was your initial reaction? Because you actually are a Call of Duty fan. You play every single one of the games. I always see you tweeting about it. I always see you, putting clips and this and that about it. So, as a PlayStation fan too, the ops pulled out their meat on the table and said, Call of Duty, come over here. You mine. How did that make you feel, Barry? How did that make you feel?
Absolutely. Like when I saw the news, I was actually playing Call of Duty. Me and Persona, we've gotten a call real quick and we've talking about it. But I wasn't even like upset or anything. I was just shocked. And then I was like, you know what? This is the move right here that would respect Microsoft more. Like, you know what I mean? Like the Bethesda joint was cool. It was a respected move and I understood it. But as a gamer, it did nothing for me. Just as the company, yeah, I respect it. But as a gamer, I'm like, I don't play these games like that. But buying a big publisher like Activision and actually having a franchise there that I actually love, that one I was like, yo, you are, you know what I mean? You're doing your thing now. Now, this is something where I was thinking like, at the end of the day, if Call of Duty does, because I was saying it was going to be exclusive, I was like, why not? You know what I mean? You're in a win-win situation here. It's not like Call of Duty is a game that will pull people towards your console. You know what I mean? That's a console seller, regardless if it's bad or if it's good. If it's bad, who gives a fuck? People's gonna still buy a console.
Your definitive console seller.
Yeah,
right there.
to play Call of Duty.
That's facts.
If they had it exclusive, you know what I mean? It's still a winning situation. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was something that I respected. I was like, damn, yo, I might not be playing Call of Duty on PlayStation. you know what I mean? Like, I was definitely thinking about that. You know what I mean? But Phil came out with his tweet. I don't know if you want to talk about that now or just give my original thoughts.
Just original thoughts. We'll get to that after. We'll dissect that too.
But at the end of the day, yeah, I respected the move, to be honest with you. Like, this is a move that I'm like, okay, if Microsoft really want, like, Jay Barry, the gamer, to pull over to their side, this is a move that would do that, where I'll be like, oh, if this is exclusive to Xbox, this would definitely have me over there. Like Titanfall. Like, Titanfall was a good move for them because that got me to get back into Xbox, where I bought an Xbox One and I was playing Titanfall, for that. It would be the same thing with Call of Duty. Like, yeah, it's a crazy move, man. I've never seen it. I didn't see it coming. The money that they spent like that, they said that was cash money too. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You got to remember, I believe their market value, or if that's the correct term, is like $2.2 trillion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Microsoft is a big company. Like, of
that
course,
70 billion ain't shit to that.
Their money
The reason
maker
why
might
this
not
move
be
is really-
Xbox, but they got a lot of money elsewhere. Off the
The
Windows.
reason why this move is so respected, Kofi, is the fact that, like, PlayStation, they were in bed with Activision and came to Call of Duty. Like, they make a lot of money off those microtransactions, the game sales, and all that stuff.
Game sales.
So
on
I wasn't even
PSN,
shocked when
yeah.
I did see, because right in the Twitter Spaces, I was telling people like this really affects PlayStation.
It
What I
does.
mean, monetary wise. And right when that was saying, the next day it was like, oh, you see the market value, did the 20 billion that they lost.
20
I'm like,
billion.
I'm not shocked by that. Everybody told me, oh my god, I wasn't shocked. Like, yo, they make a lot of money from this game. They
It's the
spend
number one
millions
seller,
of
Jay
dollars.
Barry, on PlayStation. That's just a fact. All them exclusives that y'all be,
Yeah.
talking about, bragging about, making your lists on Twitter. And at the end of the day, when you look at their top sellers on PlayStation, it's Call of Duty. It's be 1 and 2.
Always.
Oh yeah,
1 and 2.
absolutely. Like, COD is always going to be the best.
So
selling game.
if it disappears from the platform, of course, it's gonna affect PlayStation
big time.
Big fucking
not
deal.
financially too, big time from microtransactions.
Yeah, and when it
sales
comes
on
to, like, the
PSN,
market,
all of that.
when it comes to the market is going to react. So you're going to see stuff like that. You're going to fluctuate. It's probably going to go back. Then it's going to go back down because they're reacting to the news. But this is still a big hit. This is a big hit, regardless if they're going to, keep it, multi-plat or exclusive. It's still a big hit on PlayStation.
Rand, I was watching your video today, and you brought up a great point in that video. You were saying that during the Bethesda deal, PlayStation kept quiet. They did not say a word.
I tweeted that
didn't
too.
hear
They didn't say
anything.
shit.
They didn't see it. Nothing. After
Didn't
this
they tweet, like, the
Activision,
Horizon Zero Dawn thing?
no, but I mean
What?
in terms of like towards the deal, they didn't have any comments
Oh.
towards the Bethesda deal at all. They didn't say anything. But if you
Nah,
see this
they
call,
did.
this-
They did.
They did? What did
What
they
they
say?
say?
What
Yeah,
did they say?
they did the same thing as far as the contractual
They did?
obligations. Yeah, they did.
This is the only.
I thought that was Bethesda themselves that came out and said that.
Yeah.
It might have been no. Was it? You probably right. You probably right.
Yeah,
You
because
probably
it's the
right.
only. Because then Rand came on. You brought up this point saying that
Or Phil himself.
yo, this
or something like that.
Activision deal went through or whatever it is. This is the first time we've seen PlayStation actually come out and say, "Yo, we expect Microsoft to keep the contracts and the obligations and shit like that." This is the first time we've seen PlayStation come out and say something. So gotta be a big deal, man. Gotta be a super big deal to them, and they're definitely gonna be in communication with the people at Microsoft about the contracts and stuff, and will mainly Call of Duty stay on the platform. But Jack Mujani, what was your reaction when you seen this? Because you did do a RE Live emergency live stream.
I did.
When you seen this.
I did.
As
Can you tell us how you felt over here?
I was actually because I've been sick, so I went to sleep early the night before, and I woke up and I was on the internet and shit. I seen Bond put something in the DM. I ignored it. It's Bond. I don't give a fuck.
Nice, good job.
But I saw Smooth put LOL to it, right? And I know Smooth. I don't like Bond. Smooth don't like Bond. So I'm like, what the fuck is Bond putting it so funny at 6 a.m. in the goddamn 7 a.m.? I go read it. You know, the little Bloomberg report, Microsoft. I said, holy shit, what? So I go to the timeline, and the shit already confirmed on the timeline. Like, Jamie, the shit already confirmed on the timeline. I'm like, fam. So my first, I'm like, honestly, you know, I don't even fuck with Microsoft, but that was some real shit. Like, I can't be mad at that. What better way to kill a snake than to cut the head off, right? So you taking away the top selling game, the top revenue earning game. People buy PS Plus for this game. The MLG scene. People buy consoles for this game when they run tournaments, all that shit, right? You know how much fucking revenue they gonna lose from them not having call? And the game is not gonna be on PlayStation too much longer, people. And
yo, Jack,
I don't want to be too long-winded.
You brought up a great point because a lot of people's not bringing that up when it comes to the competitive scene. Like that was a moneymaker for because those COD League tournaments, those were backed by PlayStation.
On PlayStation.
Now that's taken away. You know,
that's gonna be
Exactly.
Xbox now.
That's gonna be Xbox
Same
now.
thing.
It's gonna be
Yeah, it
Xbox.
used to be. Yep.
Used to be Xbox.
You can go
But now it's gonna be Xbox
You can go
permanently.
look at the numbers.
They're not gonna be, these deals with who gets the DLC first, and this guy gets the extra map, whatever. Now after this deal closes, I expect it to just to stay on Xbox forever. At this point, why would PlayStation ever get one of those deals again?
You bring up a good point, though, right? You bring up a good point, though, because you can go look this up. And I was talking about this earlier. 40% of people that own the PlayStation, I think they came out with the store when PlayStation was like at 20 million, whatever it was sold. 40%, almost 50% of people that own PlayStation 4s, they never owned the previous PlayStation console. Where did they come from? Some of these people was new gamers. A lot of these people came from Xbox. And what changed in the PS4 generation from the PS3
Call of Duty.
They got the Call of Duty marketing rights. So this is a potentially crippling fuck. And I don't think Xbox is done. I can see them going after Ubisoft or an EA. I don't think Ubisoft, I don't really care. If they get a EA, imagine if they get EA. Imagine if they take Madden, FIFA, and Call of Duty off PlayStation. They're fucked.
Take Two would be
you can't come back from that.
Take Two would be the big one because they already kind of get the Madden games with EA Play on Game Pass. If they get 2K, they got every sports game on Game Pass at some point.
Yeah, like
every single one.
Yeah, like this acquisition right
you
here.
Can't come back from that.
Like before with the Bethesda, I was saying like, PlayStation, needs to react and it needs to go big and buy, you know what I mean? But that was more like, fanboying. But like a real sentiment of mine is like, they really need to respond to this because this like generally really affects them. And if you look at the track record of what Microsoft is doing, right? Deathloop, or AKA Deathloop, that was millions of dollars spent for PlayStation to have that game exclusively. What Microsoft did? Oh, we bought the publisher. Boom, gone. Call of Duty, millions of dollars every year for the generation to have exclusive content, betas and all that stuff. What Microsoft did, went there, boom, bought the publisher. PlayStation is doing these exclusive deals and exclusive content, spending millions and millions. But Microsoft is going right after them and just buying the publisher.
The whole publisher.
They have to respond. And they have to respond.
Ninja Theory, you remember that?
Yep.
Same shit.
They had that game first on PlayStation. Xbox came in, boom, bought the developer.
Just bought the motherfucker. See?
That's big
I know a lot of people gonna be like,
that shit is crazy.
I like it.
You're overreacting, but if you really follow the track record, they are buying everything PlayStation is having these deals with.
So you know what's next then, right? It got to be Square Enix because PlayStation is Final Fantasy ain't showing up on Xbox. Final Fantasy 16. Boy, they're about to buy Square Enix.
You don't think they trying to?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I didn't want to say it, but you brought it up, so that's good.
And I think this is what they're trying to do too, right? Because we're gonna get into it. But I feel like what they're trying to do, we see what they're gonna do. They're gonna pretty much force PlayStation hand, right? They're gonna buy all these major third-party games that have a footprint on PlayStation and say, if you want these games, you got to put a GIMP. It ain't gonna even be Game Pass. You're not gonna be able to download Halo Infinite on PlayStation.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
version.
A GIMP version. The only thing that's gonna be on there is shit that you would have already had naturally, right? But the only way you're gonna be able to access these games on PlayStation is if you get Game Pass and a Microsoft account. It's a fucking genius. I can't be mad at it.
I don't think they're gonna do the Game Pass route because if they're gonna keep the games multi-plat, why would you take away the option to have people spend that $70? Why would you just force them into the service? What I think
That's a
they're
good
going to
point.
do
That's
is
a good point.
they're going to force them to
But
create an
look
Xbox
though.
account like they
But
do
look
with
though.
Minecraft. That's what I think they're
But
going to do.
look though, J Bar.
That's a good one.
This is how I'm viewing it though, right? This is how I'm viewing it. Peep it like this. Game Pass might go up to what, $20, $25 a month. They getting a lot of shit in there. Even if it don't, $15 a month, right? The only way you can access Game Pass on PlayStation, you got to buy 3 months at a time, 6 months at a time, a year at a time. That's more than $70, right? So they gon' come on, man.
I mean, you have those
I see it,
gamers
bro.
that, regardless on how Game Pass is a great value, they are not going to want to play a game within a server. They want to actually own and buy the
Own the
game.
game.
Why
I
would you
disagree.
take away that option as a multi-platform?
I disagree. But look though, we talking about Call of Duty. Certain games, logic don't go with certain games, right? Call of Duty could be fucking horrible. You see some Call of Duty gameplay, you be like, bro, this shit look horrible. I wouldn't let a dog piss on this game. Fuck this game, right? And then when it come out, you live streaming it at 6 in the morning with Persona. So it don't matter. This is Call of Duty. People don't do what they gotta do.
Listen, gaming with Persona. But hold on.
Oh,
but
so
for
people
the
gonna
people
play
that
Call
just,
of Duty, bro. We know that.
but if people just play Call of Duty, why would they sub to a Game Pass subscription for the year when if rather just buy
play
it
Call
out?
of
That would be
Duty.
cheaper. But that would be cheaper to
But-
just buy it out. It would be cheaper to just buy it out.
Of course, it would be cheaper. That's the point. Microsoft wants your money. They gonna make it the most expensive.
Yeah, they're gonna get it regardless. They still get the money.
I
regardless.
think
I
that
would rather.
Microsoft
But
care
would you
more
rather?
about
Would you
the
rather
actual-
somebody
the
buy your
actual,
game or
Microsoft
subscribe?
accounts number. So like with Minecraft, they did something where you want to do the cross-play or you want to play the game, you got to log in and create a Xbox or what is it called, a Microsoft account or Xbox account.
Microsoft
They
account,
put
yeah.
you in the ecosystem.
I think they're going to do the
ecosystem.
same with especially Call of Duty, and now Call of Duty do a lot of cross-play. Now that it's under Microsoft, they're going to be like, you know what, you got to create a Xbox account, and if you want to play the game like that.
I would say it's going to be similar to what's happening with Bethesda. You're going to keep Warzone. I think that's
Okay,
just
so
gonna
we're getting
stay
into that
multiplayer.
conversation now. So we're getting into
Yeah, we
that
might as well.
conversation. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
so
like
whether the games will be
honestly, I think
exclusive or not,
Warzone will
let's take it.
Yeah, I think Warzone will stay multiplat because it will, right? What they're going to do is they're going to then get 2022, 2023 Call of Duty mainline will be multiplat. 2024, that's exclusive. That's my perception from what Phil stated in the actual comment.
I'm 50-50
I
with
agree.
that too, Alex. But the only reason why I have that disagreement there is because Warzone and the main game, they go hand in hand. Like the Warzone, the meta of the game goes along with the main.
No, they could change that though, right? Can't they not change that?
Like the
that
guns
can
and how the
easily
game
be
plays.
changed.
I don't know anything
That-
about Warzone like that, but
Listen.
can that be changed?
You can
I don't think that would hold them
easily
back
change that.
either. I don't think that would hold them
It
back.
won't. It won't. You can easily separate that. That's just
Yeah,
a
can't you just
menu.
yeah?
You see
Why
what
can't
I'm
you
saying?
just
Like,
yeah?
That's
Can't you
just
just
a
separate
menu.
that shit and be,
Yeah.
and
No,
who's to
I think
say?
he's saying is that I think like you saying like the guns and stuff like that from like the multiplayer or the campaign.
because a lot of people,
that
what they
year's Call of
do-
Duty go into the Warzone mode.
Yeah, what they do in Warzone, that they will go into multiplayer or they go into like zombies and they will level up their guns so they have like a loadout ready for Warzone. You know what I mean? 'Cause it just levels up faster.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Rand.
I mean,
Interesting.
I'm not in disagreement, but I just put that out there because if I was Microsoft, I would do that. You know what I mean? I just spent $70 billion. What the fuck? You gonna come to my platform? But they go together. They mesh together. Those two.
Yeah. Rand,
I had to answer
how do you
a phone
feel about
call,
it?
so I missed the previous conversation. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
that's fine. We just talking
so-
about the Activision if it's
Yeah.
gonna stay exclusive.
So here's the
or...
thing. So with Bethesda, I knew the games were going to be exclusive, right?
Mm.
I was 100% confident. I mean, I was told they were going to be exclusive by people at Xbox. So like, I knew, like, this. I have no idea. I have no clue how this is going to play out. Like, it could play out exactly as Phil's tweet says. Like, you could read that as like that's the definitive truth, and Call of Duty will remain on PlayStation forever. And it could be for many. You could ask, well, why do that? And I think one of the reasons you do that potentially is because you want the deal to go through as quickly and as clean as possible, right? Because there's
Yes.
talks that some regulators potentially may be like, we'll let this go through, but Call of Duty, you can't take Call of Duty away. So
Mhm.
Phil tweeted that for a specific reason, right?
Mhm.
I know him well enough to know that he tweeted that for a specific reason. It's vague enough where there's some wiggle room.
Exactly.
He's a
So-
wordsmith.
Yeah, that's
it's a
what
wordsmith,
exactly. Exactly. These
So the thing
exactly-
here is-
He's very good at the words that he picks.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's obviously
His head ain't that
went
big for
through
no reason.
PR, went through legal. The thing here is Microsoft needs this deal to go through. Xbox needs this deal to go through. And nobody's talking about Call of Duty is like the big, like the elephant in the room, right? Because, oh my God, it's the biggest annual video game franchise. If it actually was exclusive to Xbox, it could change things, right? The casual video game player might choose Xbox, which might have a big negative effect to PlayStation and the uptake of their console, right? All that stuff. But it's king. Xbox doesn't have a mobile platform. Their goal is 3 billion gamers, right? And they have no mobile reach. King is literally the 4th biggest mobile platform out there, only behind like Tencent and NetEase. And then you have Blizzard, which is this PC developer that was incredibly talented, but has an incredible legacy, right? For Microsoft's big PC push. That's the growth areas you're talking about. Call of Duty is important, don't get me wrong. But having the mobile platform and the PC stuff with Blizzard is equally as important. So if the idea is we will let Call of Duty be on PlayStation because we need the deal to go through, then that's what they'll do. Now, with that said, my prediction when it happened on Tuesday was they'll keep Warzone multi-platform and Call of Duty will be on PlayStation until whatever deals are done. And then the premium new Call of Duties that are probably going to be every other year at this point, right? Because they're not going to do
that's
yearly
the conversation
anymore.
too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Those will be exclusive to Xbox, and you can see like the desire, like, bro, I desire to be fucking 200 pounds. I desire to have a hot girlfriend. I desire to be a millionaire. Like it's great to desire things. We don't always get what we desire, though, right?
Facts.
So, and it could also like Phil could easily. This could easily be like we talked to Jim, and we're like, yeah, we'll keep Call of Duty on PlayStation.
You
Just
put
like Game Pass on there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Facts.
And then if they don't,
We don't know.
and if Jim says no, then Phil can take the high road and be like, we offered,
but they didn't want to
no.
take it. Exactly.
So
They didn't wanna take it.
that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I think we
how
should read
this
Phil
plays
Spencer's
out.
tweet. Alex, can you read his tweet so we can
I've got it.
dissect
I've
his
got it.
words?
You got it. I got it right here if you need it.
All right, Jay. Or
Well,
No, he could read it. I just
Yeah,
want
okay.
to post it for him.
I can read. Had good calls this week. I'm sorry, that was fast. That was real fast. Phil Spencer said, had good calls this week with leaders at Sony. I confirmed our intent to honor all existing agreements upon acquisition of Activision Blizzard and our desire to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony is an important part of our industry, and we value our relationship. So listen, fanboys, they literally have dinner together all the time. They call each other on the phone. They kiss each other goodnight. Phil Spencer, Herman Holst, what's the other guy's name? Jim Ryan.
Jim Ryan.
They're all
yeah.
they're all in a WhatsApp group text together. They're all friends.
Sony probably
I don't know
called
about.
Phil
I don't,
like,
I don't,
yo,
I don't know about
We
friends.
just
I don't know
lost
about
20
friends.
billion. You gotta
Low-key,
say
I
something.
think. Yo,
No.
low-key, I think Phil Spencer's an assassin, bro. I think he's
They're all
an
texting each
assassin.
other all the time.
This guy wants to
I
destroy
bet you
these
Jim
men.
Ryan gets real fucking drunk and they text each other like, "Hey, what are you wearing?" Or they give them the whole like, "You up?"
Nah, I mean,
That's how it is.
You know what's funny is if the shoe was on the other foot, if PlayStation had bought Activision Blizzard,
It wouldn't be a
Oh my
conversation,
God.
bro.
There-
This wouldn't even
there-
be a conversation.
Jim
No
Ryan
combo.
does not make this tweet and say Xbox is an important part of our industry and we
Yeah,
value
they're
our
not doing that.
relationship.
nah,
Yeah,
we
no.
wouldn't.
They're not
That
doing
tweet would never be made. Not in a
But,
million
I,
years.
but I think it's because of the fact that Phil has let like when they bought Minecraft, I think a lot of people kind of was like, oh, that's probably gonna be exclusive to Xbox, and they're like, no, we're keeping it multi-platform. I think that opened the doors for people to be like, well, there's some wiggle room when it comes to Xbox. With PlayStation, when shit is exclusive, I mean, for the most part, at least day and date now,
No,
it's exclusive.
my
Mhm.
my co-host on Xbox 2, Jez Corden, had an interesting 4D chess play that he thinks Phil's playing here, right?
Okay.
And it basically was along the lines of he needs to keep Sony and Nintendo strong because it's all about preventing Apple, Netflix, Google, and Amazon to get in.
Tencent.
So
Enter into the space. Yep.
the idea is if you took Call of Duty away from PlayStation, and we saw PlayStation's, Sony stock drop drastically 13%, right? And if it did leave, and if there was investor concern, and Sony becomes what's the word I'm looking for? Essentially open, kind of like Activision was to a buyout. One of Microsoft's true competitors could potentially come in, like Apple. And maybe Apple decides, like, hey, we'll buy Sony, and then so I think there's a little bit of, well, at least Jez thinks there's a little bit of 4D chess going on there, where it's like, we are going to keep our true competitors out of this arena, and we're going to make sure that Nintendo and PlayStation stay strong.
I think Phil kind of hinted at that in that interview that he did when he talked about not having a fear of PlayStation and Nintendo buying up other publishers because he feels like their headspace would be right into keeping it gaming versus a Facebook, maybe buying somebody and taking it to the metaverse type of thing. But I think he said that, but I think deep down he knows that those are the type of companies that can buy up shit like a Microsoft because they're worth so much money. Whereas PlayStation can't buy nothing, and if PlayStation can't really buy nothing, what the fuck is Nintendo doing? So he knows that they not really a threat in terms of buying up the industry, whereas Microsoft is. So just to add to what you were saying, Rand, I think I agree with that like 100%.
I also think people are sleeping on companies like Tencent and Embracer. Because Embracer has bought
Embracer
so many
has
companies.
A lot.
And
I didn't even realize
like a silent murderer.
How much they had.
No Embracer. And everyone's like, oh, Tencent, Microsoft. But Embracer is like sliding in and like sneakily picking up everybody.
They
Embracer
bought a lot of like AA studios and shit like that.
Embracer is the terrifying one. Besides Tencent, right? So to me, I think this was going to play against Sony. I think this was a play against Tencent and Embracer. Like 5-head, like 4D chess. Because I really don't think
they
Luna
said that.
And Amazon
They said that like even like
farther.
Facebook, Activision went to Facebook before they went to Microsoft because it's not like
he probably outbid them.
Yeah,
Microsoft probably outbid them.
Well, I heard Facebook said that like they ain't even interested because maybe of all the issues going on in Activision and stuff like that. So
they might have shied away from all that.
Yeah, so Microsoft does have a lot of work to be done in changing the culture,
right?
At Activision, all the nasty dudes over there doing all this wild, the frat boy mentality over there.
Breast milk.
Yeah, the crazy shit.
Breast milk out of the fridge, bro.
And that's another thing. Like
they gotta fix all of that.
With Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, though, who has been like one of the forefront leaders in the gaming industry of changing culture and more inclusion and shit like that? Phil fucking Spencer. So with him buying Activision Blizzard, it doesn't even look like bad on that part because they know he's leading that industry and trying to change culture.
Good faith.
Goodwill and shit like that.
Man, fuck Phil, man. I ain't giving no
Yo, Jabbar, when you gonna buy that Xbox, fam?
I don't like his smirk. I don't like his squingy eyes.
He's a killer, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I like his energy, man. I like
I don't like Phil, but I respect
him. He's a hyphypocrite, but I like the energy.
He's an assassin. J-May. He's a politician. He's doing what politicians do. He's a trained assassin. Don't get it confused. He's gonna come with the clean look, talk about the love of the gamers, but I know in closed doors, low-key, he's a trained assassin, bro.
Yeah, he gonna hit you with a hello, everyone. I want gaming for everyone, and I'm.
But low-key in the back of his head, nah, yo. Wait till we got what's planned for y'all PlayStation boys over here. We about to take Call of Duty. We about to take.
Here's what it is.
They about to
get crazy.
Phil, I bet you this. Phil was listening to all your podcasts, all them tweets, reading all that shit, and he was saying, "Oh, we ain't got no games." And he took that personally. And yo, I bet you he took that so personally, bro. He was like, "We're gonna see who's got games now."
Yeah,
are they gonna make them exclusive?
At the end of the day, they have a crazy catalog now, but I go to the gamer standpoint, right? I look at how the gamer energy is in the community and how everybody bashed all these games, but now they all of a sudden want to praise them.
Yeah. I hope they go exclusive. I do hope. I truly, in my heart, I hope, because I've heard some of the most asinine arguments and deflections in my fucking life this past week. I done heard people say Call of Duty don't sell that much. The sales are.
I seen that, Jack.
I said, brother, this game was 3 of the top selling 10 games. What are you talking about?
I seen somebody say
Jack,
Call of Duty
Halo drop. You remember when Halo
Like,
dropped?
what the fuck are you talking about?
Bashing Call of Duty. It's like,
But nah,
This is
somebody-
crazy, bro.
You know
I seen
what?
somebody say Call of Duty sell like 20, 30 million, and the PlayStation fan base is like 100 something million. It was like, that's
You
not
know
a big
what?
deal.
Listen,
I was like, what?
listen, like this deal really doesn't do much for me per se as a gamer, or like if I was an Xbox like a hardcore fan and who didn't play, like it doesn't really do much for like you if you do not play Call of Duty like that.
Right.
But I think
Same.
what we should actually get excited for is the simple fact that now we might not get Call of Duty annually.
Every year.
Right?
Oh my God.
Every
Yes.
single year, so the quality of those games can improve because everybody in their life was a Call of Duty fan at one point. Me, I used to be in the 360 era. Just nowadays, I just don't play their games because I just fell off that.
Yo,
You know, I don't
Kofi,
play the games
Kofi.
like that.
Kofi,
But real
I
quick,
love you,
J-Bar,
but don't be
real
don't
quick.
be gullible. Don't be gullible. It's
What you
happening
mean?
every year.
But real
No,
quick,
listen.
let me just finish my point first. What's really exciting for me is the cross contamination that they can do with studios and their IPs. You understand? Now Microsoft got 32 internal studios, so maybe we get some devs who work on Call of Duty to help out with like some Halo shit. You know what I mean? Not like there's so much possibilities. Maybe Bob's
Right.
for Toys can
I
make
like
the
that.
banjo game or do something like. Now that they're part of this this ecosystem and they're all under the same umbrella, who's to say that
Bob
they're
for
stuck
Toys.
to what do they call it? Did I say it wrong? Toys for Bob?
Nah,
That
Toys for
dyslexia
Bob.
whooping your
Oh, my
ass
bad,
right
my-
now. That dyslexia, that shit.
What they
Toys
call
for
Bob
Bob?
Toys?
What's it called? Toys for Bob and Bob's for Toys.
Toys for Bob.
Not Toys
Do
for
you
Bob,
give,
man.
do you give Bob toys or
see,
do
you
you
know
give
I-
toys Bob? Which one
know-
do
You
you
bob for toys. You bob
but
for
you know-
toys at the
You know I hate
pulling
you.
up a
You know I
choo-choo
hate
with your
y'all.
fucking
You know what I
teeth,
hate y'all
I'm on
because
your
y'all know what
ass.
I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So let me rock. Stop laughing and let me rock because y'all know what I'm talking about. All
That
right.
sex shop that Kofi go to, man.
Cross
That's
the
a-
cross
toys.
contamination
Toys.
between studios seems like the possibilities can be pretty endless, and that's the point that excites me more than anything, and that's all I want.
I like that. I like that point. I think I agree with that.
That's
But
all.
I
Not only
don't
that,
think
but
I don't
look
think
at-
Call
look-
of Duty is not going to go, and it's still going to remain annual. There's no way
We're
they're
looking
going
so
to
we're looking so small though. We're looking at such a small fucking thing, right? Call of Duty is a big player in games. Yes, it sells a lot of copies. Yes, but we're looking at an entire catalog of Activision and Blizzard.
Yes.
World of Warcraft is on the biggest decline it's ever been since Wrath of the Lich King. We're talking about a game that has lasted 20 something years. 20 years this game has been around, and it's now getting a decline. The fact that it's going to be untethered from Bobby Kotick, and it's going to have Phil Spencer being behind it. Diablo, the same thing. StarCraft could be making a comeback. Crash Bandicoot, fucking Hexen, Heretic.
They got to.
All these old fucking games.
Guitar
They
Hero,
got me.
please.
They got
Shout out to
fucking me.
Anubis. Prototype. Anubis want that back. Man.
Prototype. They've got. Look, you're talking about a huge market for PC. The fact that they have the top 3 most dedicated fan bases in PC gaming is insane. Like first of all, having it's Vicarious Visions, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got dissolved into Blizzard.
Who
so,
who
Call
got
of
pulled in
Duty,
the
yeah.
Blizzard
Yeah.
in the Call of Duty, right?
Mhm.
Raven Software doesn't have to make Call of Duty anymore. They can make their own shit now.
Toys for Bob as
Like
well.
that's
They
fucking
got
huge.
they're making Warzone stuff now. They're helping with Call of Duty things.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it was.
They don't have to make Call of Duty anymore. Now you've got all these studios that can do their own shit on top of all the history that Activision has. So you're like, we're looking at it from like such a fucking small lens. When you look at it from like, okay, look at all these devs that don't have to fucking do Call of Duty anymore.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much potential here. So
fucking-
this
Kofi
might
was
actually
saying
sit
that.
back- That's exactly what I was
Huge.
saying, bro. Like the potential
Yeah, but
here.
are they
is
going to
crazy.
take that risk though? I'm with you, but are they going to take that
Absolutely.
risk?
I think so, because we've been even seeing
100%.
reports, and I think even Phil Spencer made some comments about releasing Call of Duty and yearly and stuff. I think the culture can change. I think did Call of Duty always drop every single year? I don't think it was like that always, right? It's
been like that
always.
since-
Modern
been like
Warfare,
that since
yeah.
Modern
Call of Duty
Warfare.
Since
War.
two.
Yeah.
It's
Which
been
one?
like
Modern
that since two.
It's
right?
been there since two.
Two.
Two
I
came out
think
in
once two
2005
hit-
and 3 and 6, and then Modern Warfare in 2007. And yeah,
Right. So so when did Modern Warfare 1 come out?
That
was like 2007, I think.
2006 or
2007. I feel
And
like they
then
could
two
break the
came out
cycle.
when?
Even if they add 1 year extra development time, that would probably do a lot for these Call of Duty games.
Why stop bringing it out yearly though?
Wait,
So they
you
can
know why it
work
does
on other
come out
games?
yearly?
Oh,
Because they
yeah.
interchange
Oh,
the
why?
developers each year.
Why though?
Yeah, I
If you have
understand.
a-
I understand they do the
If you have a
Infinity War
known
Sledgehammer.
commodity that's gonna make billions of dollars, why stop that?
Yeah,
It
that's
would
what I'm
have
saying,
to be
like,
on the.
Are they going to take?
It would
that
have to be
risk
on the
to stop
development
it?
side, Jack, with maybe people
But
who are
that-
working too
The
crazy
only
or
thing that
crunching and shit
benefits
like
is that you could slightly diversify a Game Pass library, but I don't think why sacrifice that revenue to even make new IPs if you could just keep making Call of Duty, which you know is gonna do numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
I don't
the-
think I don't see.
but
the
I know-
benefit.
I think the answer
Go
to
ahead.
that question, Jack, is essentially since they've gone to this like 3-team thing and COVID happened, the Call of Duty sales have gone down the drain. They're
Exactly.
still like better than everybody, but
It's still less than what they
now-
used to do.
Microsoft's now the owner of Call of Duty. They don't want to see Call of Duty continue to go down the drain.
Right.
So in a business way, you might have to be like, all right, we need to make sure the product is actually really good again, get people really excited for Call of Duty, and if we have to make it, skip a year to do so, then we're gonna have to. I mean, look what Assassin's Creed did, right? They were
And
doing
it's-
it yearly. People got sick of
Exactly.
it. They took a break.
Exactly.
They changed it, and now it sells more than it ever had before.
Exactly.
So
Great,
you can look at it
amazing
like
point,
something
Rand.
Rand,
like that.
here's the flip side of
Amazing
that,
point,
though.
Rand.
Here's the flip side of that. This acquisition, let's be honest, is for Call of Duty. This Call of Duty is what is going to have Game Pass grow drastically. You know what I mean? Would you sacrifice a year to have your service that you're all about not grow because that game is not out that year? Because this is
I think you
truly,
do.
That is the
I think you
game
do.
what is going to really grow.
They
Game
got
Pass.
so many IPs now.
Exactly,
It's like
and
they could fill Game
studios.
Pass. Bethesda alone, they got all those RPGs and IP from Bethesda
yeah,
that
I
they could
think
fill
they do.
Game Pass up with.
Yeah, but
they
do
have
the,
so
do
much.
they have the pull of Call of Duty? Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like Call of
no,
Duty is a
nothing
perfect
has the
Game
pull of
Pass
Call of Duty.
game where if you drop that yearly, people will actually, if people love Game Pass, they will stay in that service so they can continue to keep playing that game because it's a game that always evolves. It drop in DLC months later and all that stuff. Would you sacrifice a year of not having those people go into that service, especially for
Who
the
said they
people
won't?
that
They'll
buy
just
Call-
play it for an extra
but that-
year,
but-
Bari. They'll just play
But
for an extra year.
That also goes back to my point. For those people, why would they even subscribe to Game Pass for Call of Duty when they could just buy the game outright and it's be cheaper?
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you taking COD off the market for a year to get better. I'm with you, but as a business, are you going to sacrifice actually taking up all that money away from the table as far as subscribers or retail sales or digital sales? Are you going to sacrifice that just so that
It is a sacrifice, but if you're gonna make it on the back end with it being a more quality product and
I think it will
increasing
sell
those
even
sales
more.
yearly,
Yeah,
Remember,
like
they
Brand
done
was
spent
saying,
70
Insane.
billion. I know Microsoft got the bread, but they want to get that bread back.
Nah, they gonna make it back. The funny thing is, y'all see that, but they're gonna make that shit back in the.
Oh, yeah,
in a
they
few
gonna make
years,
it back.
bro. They're
I
making it
know
back.
that for sure.
Even
I
as
know
a
that for
company,
sure,
if we're not talking about Xbox specifically, as a company, they're gonna make that back. Like that's
for sure.
That's
You're right.
none that's gonna cripple them, or they could take that 70 billion loss for fucking years and be good. That's how much money.
Yeah, but this
Microsoft
isn't
got,
really.
bro.
It's not just about Call of Duty. Like Candy Crush makes, I think,
400.
almost just as much as
I
Call
think
of Duty.
400. I think
more.
400 million. I did some research because I was curious. 400 million. I think they made into like in like the year 2020 or something like that. Like it was something stupid though. Candy
Crazy.
Crush.
It's
Like
crazy.
it's not about necessarily the console because you have all three factors of gaming. You have Sure, you got Call of Duty for console, you got PC, Alex's Blizzard, right? Microsoft needs to push there, and you got mobile, which is the biggest gaming market out there. And I mean, I don't know. This is
It's
like
wild.
this
It's
literally
big.
checked every check mark for Microsoft for this. Like
Remember, Call of Duty is in mobile too.
everything they wanted, you know.
They says King reeled in 2020 a $2.1 billion. God damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what this is. Look, I understand King and mobile isn't like the sexy thing, especially to us. But like,
Nah,
to
mobile is
Microsoft,
big though.
Like,
Yeah, it's big. Shit,
know,
my
it's
wife, that's how she be playing. Playing phone games and stuff like that. So I already know a lot of people be playing.
We
on
be
phone
seeing those
games.
reports all the time where the kids spend like a fucking $2,000 on their parents' credit cards for fucking Candy Crush and all these mobile games and shit like that. Like,
Yo, that happened to me.
shit
That
is
happened to
huge.
me with my nieces and nephews. They was buying Smurf berries with that Smurf Village shit. And my card was linked to it. Yo, they were spending bread too, like 200. Like I was like, damn, how much berries you need? Like, God.
That be happening to people. They don't even be knowing it. So many people, they just,
You know,
they don't even care.
funny thing is that this isn't the last acquisition Microsoft's gonna make.
No,
Oh,
it's
definitely.
Yeah,
not.
Game Pass is
They
gonna
won't-
be fine, man.
Rand, knock it off, man. Knock
I'm
it
just
off.
telling you, bro.
He just warning you, man. Get the
I'm
Twitter
just
spaces
telling you,
ready.
bro.
He's letting
Get
you
them
know,
ready.
baby.
Hey Rand, if you had to guess, what you thinking? What you thinking next?
Square Enix.
Something a little bit smaller, I think.
EA,
something a little bit
dog. I
smaller.
think EA, bro.
If Sony doesn't
You know what I
buy,
think?
Sony doesn't buy Square, I think Microsoft will buy Crystal Dynamics and Eidos from Square.
I can see that.
I think they'll buy IO
You know what I
Interactive.
think? Capcom.
They almost
think
bought
so.
Capcom. They almost
I'm
bought
losing my
Capcom in
mic, man.
2017.
Capcom.
Capcom walked away
I
from
think-
the deal.
I think the next one's gonna be Capcom.
Capcom is such a, I think not an expensive buy, but such a good one.
You know
Like,
why? Because their
they have so
IPs
many
are
great
fucking
legendary.
games.
Dog.
Yo,
That
their
Resident
IPs
Evil
are
is a
legendary,
resurgence.
bro.
Devil May Cry is back. Like
Mega
that
Man.
IP is
Street
amazing.
Fighter, bro.
Monster Hunter.
Fighter.
Like, come on,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
resurgence.
That's one of the
Capcom is
genres
good.
Street Fighter,
PlayStation still
fuck
got
that
to fight.
Monster
Listen,
Hunter,
if
dude.
PlayStation was gonna actually
Yeah.
make buy one of these publishers, I know a lot of people saying Square Enix, but it makes really no sense when most of Square Enix games, at least the JRPG side, are usually tied to PlayStation, are exclusive to PlayStation
No,
anyway.
it makes sense, Kofi. It makes sense.
Capcom
You gotta
makes
watch
the most
track
sense.
record. Microsoft is hawking these dudes down. They're buying everything they in bed with.
They stomping them out like they
That's what I'm
said on
saying.
Twitter,
Like
fight back.
like Square Enix works so closely with Sony. Like if they really got acquired, is Xbox? Is that y'all
Look, though.
fanboys? Is it taking anything away from
That's not
Xbox? Is
true,
it
though.
doing anything? No,
That's
it's
not
doing
true.
anything.
That's not true. Jay
Why?
Barr is right. Because look, though, Ninja Theory had a lot of exclusive games on PlayStation, and they said we don't want to be bought. Then the next thing you know, they on stage with Phil Spencer. So you know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
But
man.
didn't
Jim
the
was
Crash
like,
trilogy,
Capcom is a better value, man.
Drop on PlayStation before it dropped on anything else, right?
I
What was
believe
that?
so.
The
Yeah.
Crash Insane trilogy.
That is
Yeah,
true.
PlayStation,
It is.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
did.
All the deals that PlayStation be doing, Xbox is watching, and they're like, you know what? All right, you did a hot song. I mean a hot line. I made it a hot
I made it a
song.
hot
You know what I mean?
song.
They stealing the whole shit.
So
They
wouldn't
steal
that
the whole
mean
shit.
Xbox is gonna buy Square Enix next then?
That's why-
I was
that's
just
why
telling Jay Barry that. I was just
Yeah.
telling him that. That has to be next.
I didn't say it, but that's why I was leaning to it. 'Cause if I said it, everybody's gonna say you're a fanboy. But thank you that J May said it and Rand said it. That's what I feel they need to respond with, and Capcom as well.
Wouldn't Epic try to buy Square Enix over? I think they had tried to buy them over Microsoft.
It's crazy too because Sony in itself, they actually invested in Square Enix. Like I think they're like part ownership or something. I don't know. I gotta look.
Yeah,
They
I
that
kept
think
up.
they-
Square
I
Enix
think
from
they-
going out of business back in the
Business,
day.
yeah.
But
I remember there was a story
they got
like
rid
that.
of that. I thought they sold their.
Yeah, they sold.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
they kept
Square
going
bought
out.
it back.
They sold all their stocks. Yeah, they
Yeah, I
sold all
think
their stocks.
I think Square bought it back though. I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah,
sure
they
Yeah.
sold
bought
off
it
their
back.
shares. This is an article
Yeah,
from
okay,
2014.
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah,
So-
they was fucked off.
So Jay, what do you think? What do you think? You think PlayStation's got to respond? Do you think they keep it as business
Yes,
as usual?
yo, Grant. I'm not fanboy. I have to say that because everybody keep claiming I'm fanboy when I say these things. They have to respond big, not just a studio. They have to secure a publisher where they can
Ooh, a
house
publisher.
those IPs now. Because
Who can they afford as a publisher?
I say
Like,
go for
that'll
Square
really make a
and
move.
Capcom.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yo, I know
Capcom
everybody's
is good
saying
for PlayStation,
Take
I
Two
would
and
say that.
EA. I don't think PlayStation is gonna deal with that. If
Oh,
they
I'd
smart,
rather
they
get
But
Capcom.
Square,
want to lock
Square
up a game
is
like Final Fantasy 14 because that's a big seller for them. That brings in a lot of bread. And if Microsoft scoops something like that up, that's another detriment.
That's over.
to the
Well,
brand.
that'll
But I
probably
feel like
stay on there.
I feel like that been like those Square is already like I feel like a PlayStation publisher.
That's
like,
that's what I was saying earlier, but like
But
I don't
J-Mate,
feel like
that will
I don't know if
move
that
the
changes
needle.
the
They are
landscape.
But
I don't know if that
Microsoft
changes
is
the
doing,
landscape
they are
for
scooping
them.
up.
Oh, you saying they
No.
should buy them to keep them away from
protect,
Xbox?
yeah,
Yeah,
to
you
protect
gotta
them.
protect the
protect
more
them.
than
protect
benefiting
them.
PlayStation.
Yeah, because it really doesn't. Look,
Yo, they was in bed with Deathloop. They was like, Deathloop, that's our hit. Microsoft said after a couple of months, they
Exactly,
bought the
exactly.
publisher, bro.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, but all I know is, I do trust PlayStation. If they do acquire Square Enix, that they will continue to, put the games on PC and not just lock it on the platform. I do trust PlayStation to do that because I do fuck with Square Enix's games, to be honest. I mean, that Dragon Quest fire. So,
Well, Jay, but like, okay, so if Phil actually did talk to Jim, and let's say Phil was telling the truth, and Call of Duty ain't leaving PlayStation, does PlayStation still need to respond because they didn't really lose anything then? Because PlayStation's still there.
They still have to respond because yeah, like Call of Duty is gonna be remaining on Xbox, but you still have to worry about the other
Hold
IPs.
on.
I
So
mean,
you're
on
telling me
PlayStation.
you're telling me first place.
They'll respond to what?
You're telling me first place is gonna respond to third place.
Ooh.
Ooh,
No,
we
but-
passed all that, man. That ship is long.
I just
past,
remember that's
That's
what
a
I used to
good
hear all
point.
the time, right? Okay.
Man, we
No,
so
no,
much
when-
past
when-
that shit,
if
bro.
Call of
the
Duty
thing is, we're the difference. This was happening because you Xbox fans, not talking about you, Rand, but these Xbox fans, you guys have evolved. Okay, you're not Xbox fans. You're Microsoft fans. We're not
Microsoft
talking about
fans.
Xbox.
I
We're
don't
talking
not give a shit
Microsoft.
about
Oh.
Xbox.
You know what I
I
mean?
care about Xbox, and that's it.
No,
But
but
that's
the
a
thing
good
is,
point.
the whole talks that people are doing is not about Xbox. They're talking Microsoft. It's Microsoft that is really doing the heavy lifting, but Xbox is benefiting because they're a part of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, when you comparing now, it's not just Xbox, it's Microsoft. So when I say they have to respond, yeah, they have to respond because Microsoft is going back and they buying these publishers. This is
but
different.
that's like but I guess it's like the same shit. You're not PlayStation fans. You're Sony fans.
No. I'm a PlayStation fan.
The problem we gonna end up facing though is that even if they
you're
do,
fucking making semantics for bullshit, bro. Let's
But
be
look,
real.
though,
let's hear
look,
from
though,
Jack.
but
Let's
look-
hear from Jack.
Jay Barr make a good point. Even if they do keep COD on PlayStation, which I feel like a lot of people wouldn't care about this acquisition then, but if they keep acquiring shit, eventually they gonna have so much they gonna have it to where it's pretty much whatever they say on PlayStation, that's what's gonna go on. Like they gonna have so much fucking power over their competition. I don't know, man.
But
That
I
could
thought
be
y'all
bad.
had like the best exclusives, the best single player games, all these
They do.
sales.
And that's
they
why
do.
if Call of
number
Duty,
one.
if Call of
Like
Duty
I-
stays multiplayer, I think they'll be okay.
Yo, you
Like
gotta
I
understand,
said-
even with the 20 billion hit, PlayStation is still number 2 as far as revenue in gaming. I
Yep.
think it's Tencent and then it's PlayStation, then it's now Microsoft.
Soft 30. Yeah.
Microsoft.
Like they're still a heavy hitter, but you have to respond. This is one of the biggest publishers. Activision put out the biggest game every year. You got to respond to that.
I think it all depends on the exclusivity still. It would have to because if it's not going to be exclusive, then that's still going to be a big getter for PlayStation.
The reason why you
They
have to
still gonna be
respond
good.
because Microsoft is not in any losing position here. They can put Xbox Live or Xbox accounts on PlayStation with the biggest game of the year. That's only regardless if the game is on PlayStation. You're not even going to hear about PlayStation because you're going to hear about Xbox and Microsoft numbers with the biggest.
Bro, they
game
did that with
of the
MLB The
I don't
Show. MLB, I thought that was an Xbox game the way they was talking about fucking MLB The Show, yo. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
fucking
expect
marketing
Nah,
rights up there.
I think y'all exaggerating.
the marketing for this game
Bro,
is
when
going to
you
be straight
went-
Xbox
Yes.
every single year.
GameStop
then.
had a fucking Xbox MLB The Show banner. That game was not marketed with the PlayStation at all.
Yeah, but
Well, I
look at-
think no, but I
It-
think
it still
even
did
if
good
that's
on
true,
PlayStation
yeah,
too,
but
though.
even if that's true, Jack, that's probably because
know it's coming
it's the
out.
first time that series is coming to Xbox. So maybe they did
Right.
push for extra advertisement for hey guys, MLB's actually on Xbox because if they're gonna release it on the platform, they want it to do well. So I believe you if you say you saw a lot of ads for Xbox
Like
with
I
MLB.
said, bro.
Because it's coming new to the platform for the very first time, and they want to show it's available here too now. So
And MLB
I
was like the
believe you.
#9 best-selling
Look.
game of the year in the U.S.
PlayStation.
First and
is-
foremost, I see Jack moves flexing real quick. I see that Apple Watch, and that's not the small
No,
one.
no,
too.
no,
That's
this-
that 42 inch.
50, not Apple. Apple, I don't fuck with Apple. Hold on. Apple, I'm not an Apple user. I don't have a 99 cent on my donation. not an Apple user. Don't do that.
Oh, my bad. I fall back.
Hey, what I finna
Yeah,
say though?
man.
I forgot. I don't know.
I don't know.
My bad. I do that a lot, Jack. My bad. I apologize.
Yeah, man, you call me an Apple user. I ain't like that.
Yo, this shit it's just been crazy, man. And at this point, the deal closes ran. What did they say? In July 2023.
Well, they said they expected to close in fiscal year 2023. So fiscal year 2023 for them starts in June of this year and ends in July of next year. So and anywhere between that time.
Oh, okay. So it could be a lot sooner. It could be in a couple of months then.
Well,
It's
I
not-
think
Yeah.
they're. I think it's well. Bethesda took 6 months. I think this one takes longer. So you're probably looking at sometime next year.
You think
before it
next
closes.
year for this
Yeah.
closes? Okay,
sent
so
Joe
there's still some
Biden,
time.
What
email.
PlayStation got to worry about? By then, Jade Raymond's game will be out, right? Bari?
Deviation Studios. Let's go. Firewalk.
Wanna-
Let's go.
You see, this has been a conversation that we've been having too, off camera about, okay, so if Call of Duty goes exclusive, the Overwatch goes exclusive to Xbox, does this force PlayStation to actually develop and create some compelling multiplayer experiences? Because there's some PlayStation users out there that feel like they're being ripped off of paying PlayStation Plus every single month when Sony doesn't make no multiplayer games. And
Facts.
there's another group of PlayStation fans where they say is like, yo, we don't care about multiplayer games. Continue delivering us these amazing single player games. So do you think this could actually be beneficial? I guess that's my question to y'all. Do you think this can be beneficial to PlayStation to actually force them to create something compelling now that they're missing their biggest multiplayer game on their platform? Jack, what do you think?
Fuck no, baby. This is the problem. I'm gonna tell you why. They've had ample opportunity, resources, and time to already do that, right? And they've tried. You see a Destruction All Stars, horrible fucking game. You see, there are very exclusive or games that are on PlayStation that are
Drawn to
multiplayer.
death.
People don't fucking play them, right? This is the thing I heard people. Wow, they got ex Call of Duty developers working on a PlayStation game right now. That game is not Call of Duty. I don't give a fuck what you call it. People are not gonna play it. They're not gonna buy it, and they're not gonna support it. So my thing is, and I was gonna ask Jay Barry about this. Xbox is locking down complete genres of games, right? First-person shooters, damn near all on Xbox, right?
Western RPGs all on Xbox.
Damn near all on Xbox,
Yep.
right? So, like I said, they painting PlayStation in the corner with this shit. PlayStation got lock on the fighting games, but y'all talking about buying Capcom. Imagine they did that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying PlayStation should have been making online multiplayer games, but as you can see, the fan base, they're idiots, right? They claim they don't want it, but then they're gonna end up losing all the third party multiplayer games. Then they completely fucked, right? So they could have been doing it, like I said. I don't think they're gonna do it. If they do it, I don't see it being successful. I really don't.
They have to.
Jay Bar, how do you feel about? Or Jay Man, go ahead before Jay Bar.
No, what I was going to say real quick to respond to Jack is that what I think this might force them to do is to invest more into those multiplayer games, because I feel like the multiplayer games you're talking about, Jack, yes, dog shit. But I think there've been a lot of low risk with potential of high reward multiplayer games that they've been putting on PlayStation, because they know the single player is of course their bread and butter. But
Yep.
they make so much fucking money from PSN and online subscriptions and shit like that, that this I think might shake their boots a little bit. Like, oh shit, there's a potential for this Call of Duty to not be on our side. Let's invest a little bit more into the multiplayer games we're bringing into our platform, because we need also quality as well as a potential for a mega hit that can be on our platform. And shit, factions ain't a bad place to start, so they need to drop that shit immediately.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be free to play.
I feel like they already
Oh
responded.
fuck no.
I feel like they already responded to that that sentiment where PlayStation needs to do more in multiplayer, because those going for those partnerships like Firewalk Studios and Deviation, I feel the Deviation game is going to be really good. Like, as a Treyarch fanboy, like the heart and soul of Treyarch is like the head of that studio. You know what I mean? So I feel like whatever they're producing is going to be something good, because some of my favorite Call of Duties, those are the people that actually made those, like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and so on. You know, World at War and so on. But
Bari, did you see the article today about Deviation?
Yeah, that was like I don't know if that was specifically listing for a actual RPG game, or it's just they just want the background of like somebody that can create a story. Maybe they're tying a story to whatever game they're creating. It's not
Okay, so maybe a
specifically
single
saying,
player
like,
portion.
yeah, like I know people's taking it, to another level with that, but I didn't see anything specifically saying like, oh, this is for a creation of an RPG game. They're just looking for the background of creating a story that you have,
Oh,
like
okay.
RPG or whatnot.
Oh yeah, I
But
see.
no,
It was
I
written
think
in scripted
PlayStation's
quests.
definitely going to answer. Yeah, Destruction All Stars was definitely a miss, according to a lot of people.
Horrible.
But
Yeah.
nah, they got stuff in place. But the thing is, now when you're doing new IPs, that's the risk that you're going to take, right? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is people going to gravitate to it? Can you do enough? Can you market it enough? Can you tell people enough to let people know about this game?
It's hard.
That's the-
It's
that's the
hard,
challenge.
bro. Because even look, the multiplayer space is saturated. Every day I wake up to an announcement of a new asymmetric
Battlefield.
4-player game. Like
Mhm.
it's just ridiculous. And some hit, but they don't really stay too. There's a lot of
And
games
some
that
miss
and some miss completely hard, like Rainbow Six,
Ghost of Tsushima Legends, big
Extraction.
hit. Big hit.
A lot of games of these multiplayer games exist, and to be honest, I don't think there's a room for a lot of them. So if you're not doing something incredible, it's really gonna be hard to have your foot in and get into this multiplayer space, man. It's a really tough challenge, and I don't blame PlayStation even for struggling at this point in time, just because multiplayer games are super like oversaturated in the gaming industry right now, man. Like it's
But
fucking
PlayStation
tough.
lets you know though. They let you know like this is our bread and butter. These are the games that we create. It's a single player experience. But you see them taking those strides as far as getting multiplayer there. Hopefully factions come out soon. And we're gonna see what these studios are doing with these new studios and these partnerships that they're doing.
Yeah. All right, yo. Anything from this deal do you think we have to talk about, or do we move on and talk about some other topics? Did we get everything? You think, J-Main, have every conversation?
Boycott COD this year.
Is it gonna be? Is it gonna be exclusive? We had the conversation. We gave our thoughts.
Yeah.
Is there anything else to talk
Um,
about this deal before we move on and read super chats?
Yeah.
Shit is
I don't
crazy.
think so. I think
Is
I only
this the
think
biggest
a little nugget.
acquisition?
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
What
Yeah.
you mean?
Like the biggest gaming
biggest.
acquisition? This is the biggest one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Period.
Yeah.
The week before was the biggest one.
Take
Take
two,
two,
right? Didn't they
but
buy?
yeah, Zynga or
Zynga?
whatever.
Zynga,
Yeah, Zynga
yeah.
was
Then
up
Phil
to
Spencer's like,
12
hold my
billion.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like
Man,
12.7. I
All
think
right.
only
by
other
the
little
way,
small thing.
you can't compete with that. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
Yeah, PlayStation can't
That's what I'm
compete with
saying.
that, bro.
They
It is
can't.
what it
They
is.
can't spend
They have to
70
just do
billion
what
on
they do,
something.
man. They
But
can't
Jay,
compete with that spending money.
I'll
like
just say this: like Xbox buying the two publishers, Bethesda and Activision. There are extraneous circumstances for that, right? If Kotick isn't a dick and Activision Blizzard's fine, Xbox doesn't buy them because their stock
Hmm.
price is too high, right? If Robert Altman wasn't dying, then Bethesda's not up for sale. So you have to look like Warner Brothers, Xbox bid on, Sony bid on, Take-Two bid on, EA bid on because they were in the process of selling before the merger. So like when you talk about like you wanting PlayStation to buy Square Enix or Capcom, is there any extraneous circumstances that would want Capcom or Square Enix to even sell? Because that's the only reason these other companies are is because there was other things going on that
Yeah.
prompted the sale that let Microsoft
Yeah.
come in
swoop
and
in.
basically
You're
get
right.
them.
You're right. You're right. All these nasty allegations is what probably made Activision sell, and their stocks, like Jay Barry said earlier on the podcast, really went down. So we're all going crazy for this 68 billion, but low-key they probably bought them on the low. If we're buying them, if Microsoft was trying to buy them like after we heard before we heard all these nasty allegations and all this crazy, the price would have probably been a lot more. Lot more. So they actually probably got them on the
Before
low.
that Wall Street Journal article, the price of Activision stock was $105 a share.
Yeah.
And then
There
right
you go.
now
What, 90
it was
something, I
60.
heard?
It was $60. They literally lost like
Yeah.
so much, and Xbox was able to come in. So if none of that shit happened, Xbox ain't buying them.
Yeah,
Not
I
for
don't think so. I
$150
don't
a
think they sell
share.
it. Yeah.
So It's just, I guess, right time, right place for Xbox, Microsoft.
Exactly. All right. Let's take some super chats, and we're gonna move on to some other topics before we
There are
wrap up.
quite
the
a few, my
podcast.
friend. Here we go.
A few more, and
Let
we're
me
gone.
just scroll up through all
Alex
these.
got that. I'm tipsy lean, yo. You see that?
Oh, you noticed? You noticed?
Seen it, bro. You got some Spanish, don't you? You got some Spanish in you?
I'm Cuban.
Oh, word? Yeah, I see the lean, brother.
Yeah.
I saw the lean.
Nobody knows. Everybody thinks I'm white. It's hilarious. And then I go, yeah, you're racist because all you look at is my skin color. Unforgiven for the $2 Canadian free Raven. Absolutely. Jay Harvey for the 5 through super chat. Kofi out here playing old as games on PC from 2018, but can't finish H by H.
Hunter x Hunter.
Fucking Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, you can't finish Hunter x Hunter. You tripping, Kofi?
Listen, the last anime that I watched was FLCL.
Loki's not enticing to me. I don't know what it is. I have to try it again.
What?
I have to try it again.
Let me just mute my mic, bro.
He said, fucking gross. Also, you should check out Eternia Noctis. Support these indies. Yes. Ruffle Mutt for the $2. Fingers crossed for Nintendo supporting PC Breath of the Wild, calling it. It's already on PC, my boy.
No, we good. We don't need Nintendo for that, yo.
We don't need Nintendo.
Took it into their own hands.
Delta for the $2 to Super Chat. Horizon Zero Dawn was 250% ROI. God of War outpaced Horizon Zero Dawn. Salt. Sofa Spy for $20. Activision went to Meta and then to Microsoft for the buyout. Activision completely skipped over Sony and said, music note, no. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Holler at me.
Classic.
God, the blessed one for $5 said, I believe only Warzone stays multiplayer like ESO and Fallout 76. The rest goes exclusive. Phil's quote-unquote desires for Game Pass to be on PlayStation.
Probably.
Royal Thurston for the 10 through Super Chat. I originally thought there was no way they'd make these games exclusive because they needed ROI ASAP, but realized you wouldn't spend that much money on something if we're already in the first place.
Yeah, they got so much. They have so much money, bro. They're not. I don't think they tripping like that. They know they're gonna get it back. They have money in the bank even after this purchase. It's not like they strapped
the
for
fact
cash.
that this was cash.
Yeah, they got cash,
was
bro.
cash, and not
man.
capital. It's crazy. Tony Esquire for the 5 through Super Chat. Nintendo been clapping Microsoft's cheeks without any of these development teams for over a decade. Wii U failure was the end of the world, right?
Different culture, and just look at the sales of the games in comparison to any platform, any multi-plat. It's a different culture over there at Nintendo, and just the fans of Nintendo. It's different. It's kind of not comparable to Xbox and PlayStation. For being 100% honest, that's why they can re-release a Mario Kart game that came out on that failed platform, but this time around, go on to sell 30 million copies. So. It's different. They're different over there.
Also, chat, my beard is not painted on. It's actually my real beard. Okay.
Someone said that?
Yeah. And
painted on.
Cuban ain't a race. Whatever. Stupid. All right. Shut up, you dummy. X mid-loving your mom's X for $5. I like how that boy Phil sent Mikey Barr to Blizzard. And the other guy, who's the other guy he sent over to Blizzard too?
Rod Ferguson to Blizzard.
To bring the company down from the inside. This man's a genius.
Yo, low key, I told you he's an assassin.
It might be some truth to that.
He's an assassin.
The fact that Mike tweeted out a smiley face emoji when the news came out. He knew. He absolutely knew.
Absolutely. It was like, I heard some shit going on over there. Why don't y'all go check it out?
Report back. Like false positions by the time this shit.
Mike 100% got a text message that night before. Tony for the 5 through Super. Sony's solution is to losing Call of Duty is the Avengers. Kratos, Amy Hennig, Hideo Kojima, Neil Druckmann, Spider-Man, Insomniac, and Gran Turismo. Listen, Tony, I've never seen so much cope in one super chat in my entire life.
Yo, great that Tony.
408 Shark for the 5. Remember Sony's fourth mid-range plan, fiscal year 2021-2023. includes strategic investments targets of 18 billion or more. Main focus on their entertainment divisions. That sounds like Cope to me. RiceStar94 for the 5. I do want Sony to buy Sega and Capcom. Another dev I can see Sony might go after is Bandai. Bandai has a huge footprint in mobile and anime games. That also include From Software, actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Bandai is pretty big too, man. They got some.
No, I think From Software is its
no.
own.
From Software is
are they independent?
No,
are they independent?
Bandai Namco published From Software games.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You're right. You're right about that. You're right.
Good Esquire for the 5 again. Congrats to Microsoft for finally making it to the playoffs. But when it comes to exclusives, Sony, Nintendo, and Tom Brady, and MS's Dark.
That might be
Dak
changing
Prescott.
really soon, boys. That might be changing really soon. Sooner than
From Software is a subsidiary of Katakawa Duango Corporation. But continue.
OG Riser for the 5. Are we sure we don't want Apple or Amazon to buy Sony? Might be a good idea. Ew, I wouldn't want that for no, not at all. No. Keep Sony.
Who said that?
OG Riser.
Yo, block that.
King Code for the 5 through Super Chat. Welcome back, PSP. Glad everyone seems to be feeling better. I'd say EA is up next since 2042 flopped. If they get Square Enix, I'm an Xbox man's now. Aye. That's blanks at 95. Go ahead, Kofi.
No, I was just saying to Jay, man, what I tell you? I felt like I've been telling you Halo was going to be the multiplayer game of
dropping
this
that shit
year.
too.
But I'm just saying.
Halo 2. Kofi played that game.
Nah,
there's literally no definitive multiplayer this year.
Nah, Halo is the one. It's still the one, though.
How can you say that? How can you say Halo is the one?
How can I say that?
Compared to what?
One this year. Compared to Vanguard and compared to fucking Battlefield, which it might go free to play, by the way.
Call of Duty? What about Call of Duty?
Man,
Warzone is still the biggest shit out, and it's still the most.
Man, Halo's the one. Give it its props. It won the battle. It won the battle. It won the battle. It won the battle.
None of these shits won the battle. They all trash.
I don't know. Nobody's still playing Halo, yo.
Hold on a second. There's some wild shit going on in the chat right now.
What happened?
I'm gonna cool the fuck out. I'm gonna start banning a whole bunch of you.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Y'all saying some wild shit. Y'all saying words that I can't say. Y'all saying some wild ass shit. So y'all need to cool it.
Oh man.
All right.
All right.
I had like 4 bourbons and I'm still copacetic. Y'all need to chill the fuck out, chat. Y'all wild. Whew. All right. King Cover the 5. Welcome back, PSP. Glad everyone seems to be feeling better. Oh, we saw that one. S blanks a 95 for the 2. So who do you guys think is buying Ubisoft? Nobody.
Don't touch Ubisoft with a 10-foot pole.
Listen,
don't leave the motherfuckers right where they at.
Nobody gonna catch that falling knife. Ghost Kappa for the GBP, £2, British pound sterling. COD is one thing, but imagine WoW on a console. Yup. And imagine WoW WoW is actually good and on console. Yeah. That'd be stupid crazy. And imagine if your WoW sub came with your Game Pass subscription.
Wow. That'll make me do that.
Jack,
all right.
You don't know, Jack, you don't know nothing about crack cocaine until you play World of Warcraft. I'm telling you right now.
Whoa.
All right, so I'm gonna do some rapid fire topics real quick. We're getting out of here just now. We just crossed the 2-hour mark. We ain't gonna stay here too much longer. I just want to say that Stalker 2 got delayed to December 8th. We don't have to dive into that. I don't know much about the franchise, and
they got to figure out the NFT situation.
Yeah, but it got delayed to December 8th.
Can you do me a favor and play Stalker? I will help you get it set up.
You got time to play Stalker but not Halo, Kofi? What's going on?
I'm gonna play Halo. Who said yo? Halo is a platform, Jack. Halo is a platform. It's there forever. I'm gonna be playing Halo.
That's what you're rocking with. I got 10 years to play, man. That's a 10-year plan.
I'll be playing Halo. Yo, but we still play Master Chief. Yo, we played Master Chief Collection for years.
All right, I feel you.
We played Master Chief Collection for years, though. That's facts.
I feel you. I'm just saying, you know.
We literally played Halo Master Chief Collection for years, bro. That's facts.
You said Halo was a platform?
Yes, he
That's what
did.
Microsoft says.
That boy said, I got
Hey, yo,
plenty years
you
to
got
play
that
this
free copy.
motherfucker.
I know
Okay.
you, Kelfi. Go ahead. Go do your thing, King.
Oh yeah, Microsoft sending them something in the mail soon, so we can't take anything
Getting
Kofi
that
says
controller.
about
Hey, yo,
Xbox.
hold up,
It
wait a
is
minute.
what it
Why
is,
is,
bro.
why is
It is what it
Microsoft,
is.
hold on
You
a
know what I
second,
mean?
Kofi, why is Microsoft sending you stuff and not me stuff?
They thought he was
man.
Paris. Hey, y'all crazy. Who
That
the
was a
fuck
good
just
one.
said that?
That
Who
was a
just
good
said
one.
that? That was crazy.
Yo,
Yeah, that
who's
was it.
drinking? Is it Jack or Alex?
That's crazy.
That was a
Who
good
said
one. I'll
that?
give
Yo,
you that one,
Jack,
Jack. That was
Jack.
a good one.
I'm going to DM Paris that clip. I will 100% DM Paris that clip.
Shout out to
Paris
Paris.
Hey
definitely
man,
gonna
I
be-
will
no one
absolutely
want.
DM
You
Paris.
don't want to. If you think that
You
I'm
should, you
compromised, then you think I'm compromised. It is what it is. I'm still gonna do what I'm doing. But shout out to Xbox Canada for supporting content creators over here
do
like
it. I
myself.
do it.
So
I do
shout
it.
out to Xbox Canada. You already know the
God, it was
vibes.
Paris. I swear to God, Jack.
On
Yeah,
game.
Alright,
Paris
Kurt-
gonna get him back. Paris gonna get him back too.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land is coming out March 25th, and it got a trailer. It actually looks pretty good. So I'm sorry.
It-
I know
it
some of
do.
y'all going. I know some of y'all might make fun of me for saying that, but I actually think it
Is
looks
that
kind
the
of
one where you
good.
got the gun and shit?
Nah,
The one
I
that
don't
looks
think
like
it's
Mario
behind.
Odyssey.
It's
It
open
actually,
world.
it actually don't
Yeah.
look too bad, bro. I'm gonna keep
This,
it 100.
this last trailer was actually pretty good. I'm actually thinking about checking that shit
I
out.
think I might get that. I might, actually buy a legit copy, but play it on PC with the upscale resolution and the higher frame rate. So I might be doing that.
looks
Dying
good.
Light 2 will not take 500 hours to complete, but 20 hours to beat. 500 hours means that you have to literally do all the multiple endings and every single thing in the world. So
I'm
I know
still
that was
gonna
a
call
big
bullshit
topic.
on that.
That was a weird
I'm,
flex.
what you
bro.
mean?
Why
I'm
would you
still
even
calling
say that?
bullshit
bro?
on that.
Yeah, developers and their numbers all like just
Well,
just throw out
500
these numbers,
hours?
bro.
It's not their
You know what?
fault
And
though,
even
because a
then-
lot of people be trying to equate length of games to how much it like.
Yeah,
if it was
value,
worth
yeah,
the
that's
60
If it's
dollars
worth
and
the
shit
money,
like that.
yeah. So I guess
Yeah,
That's not
so they
appealing though.
probably-
Telling me
yeah, that doesn't
they probably
excite me
felt
to
like
be
putting
honest.
that number out was gonna excite a lot of people.
I
but
think that kind of
nobody trying to
scares
spend
me.
that
I
much
think
money.
that scares me more than anything. And we're like, yo, bro,
Exactly,
I'm a busy
like,
man now,
No,
bro. I'm
that,
not a high school
why
student.
is that scary? That just tells you that the game has enough content where you can play that game for a long
Yeah,
time.
filler bullshit.
but they said
Well, no,
to
I mean,
complete
well,
though. That's crazy. That don't even sound.
You know what? I'm not even going to defend the game. I'm not even getting
Collect,
it.
collect 200
J-Pop.
zombie heads. That's like 20 hours. You got it.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, if
It's like 20 for the main
fetch
story, so that's good.
And we're not gonna talk
Yeah.
about how Dying Light 2 is low key Cyberpunk 2077 2.0.
Oh,
but we're
no.
not
No,
gonna talk about that.
don't do that.
We're not
You're
gonna
It
talk
think
about
so?
really
that.
is. It
think
really
so?
is.
in the console
They
gameplay,
They
haven't
man.
showed any console
They hiding
gameplay.
that shit,
They
dog.
hide
haven't?
exactly. They're hiding that shit.
Wow.
All the footage of the game that they've been showing to like the IGNs, the GameSpot, have been sent in by them, edited by them, and all of that. All the preview footage is not their real hands-on footage. It's screaming Cyberpunk 2077 to me. But hey,
100%.
I didn't know that, so I agree with
we
you.
just gotta wait
I
and
was
see.
actually
We
going
just gotta
back.
wait and see.
I was going back and forth with the dev on Twitter because I had tweeted under the thing. I'm like, why y'all hiding the console gameplay? He's like, oh no, we sent out console builds to content creators and they've been playing it. We let them play it for however long they want. I was like, but did y'all let them put videos and talk about it? And he didn't respond after that.
Yeah,
so I'm
no,
like,
they
Of
didn't.
course not.
You know why? Because
Because
I watched the
they're
IGN
they're not
video.
allowed to put out unedited videos on the console
Yeah.
gameplay. Like they're hiding that shit.
Not yo, bro. I watched the IGN video where they talked about they got a preview and they even said like, oh, this footage is provided by
Yeah,
the studio.
yep.
They can't even show.
So they
whatever
can talk
played,
about
bro.
it, but they can't show what they played.
Yeah, that's spooky
Kofi,
to me.
we-
Now when I
like,
see
I'm
shit like that,
messing
it's spooky
with
to
you.
me, bro. It's spooky.
And I'm not believing these journalists anymore from what they play. I'm not taking their word for it. I need to
Nah,
see
yeah,
footage.
it's spooky. I got.
It's
so
simple.
Dying Light is not a pre-order type of game for me. I am interested. When I look at the trailers, it does look a little bit too good to be true. Like I feel like something is up because the game does look too fire. But I think it's one of
Oh, what
those
the
type of
fuck?
games that I'm just gonna wait and see. Wait, what
Got
happened?
spam in the chat.
Oh yeah,
Hot-
the bots be
Webcam,
crazy.
hot girl.
Yeah, that's
Unforgiven?
bots be crazy, bro.
Trying to see what the hot girls look like.
All right, real quick. Sony switches developer for Twisted Metal reboot that's come in. So
Yes.
the developer name. Let's see if I can find it real quick.
I heard it was
Fire
Fire
Sprite?
Sprite.
Fire
They
Sprite. my
Fire
moved
bad.
it from Lucid to Fire Sprite, right?
Fire
Yeah.
Sprite.
Yep.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Thank God.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Lucid.
Fire Sprite does, but not Lucid ain't the one.
Okay. And I think that's pretty much it that I want to cover for rapid fire topics. And the very last topic I want to quickly talk about is that Horizon Forbidden West trailer. Rand, are you looking forward to this game?
I mean, I haven't watched any of the trailers because I haven't beat the first game yet. I don't want to spoil myself.
Yeah, I see.
You dropped the first one, Ray? What happened?
I don't know. Like I was burnt out on like open world, and I started playing that game, and I'm like, I just played a Ubisoft open world, and this is a Ubisoft open world.
Yeah,
that's facts.
So it's just kind
of. A lot of PlayStation guys don't want to admit that, right, Barry?
No,
but yeah, that was a Ubisoft open world.
I have a question for Jay.
Absolutely not,
because I think you guys you were not going to be talking about it tonight, but what did you think of Phil basically saying that he expects Project Spartacus to have day and date PlayStation games? Because that happened on Monday, and then Tuesday he bought Activision. People forget he said that on Monday, and then the next day bought Activision.
That is true. He did say that.
Did he say that? Did he say that? Wow.
What do you think,
I
Jay?
don't agree with Phil. I don't think that PlayStation is going down that alley like Microsoft, because the difference between PlayStation and Microsoft is the fact that this is Sony's bread and butter. So, doing something, the games that they create, as far as what I've been told, their games are 200, 300 million to create. They're not going to put that in a service without the numbers to back that up.
Destruction All-Stars was $200 million? Fuck.
The Last of Us probably was in God of War.
Yeah.
They're going to put certain games, I would believe.
Sean later told us that when he left, their games were costing 200, 250. He said it's going up.
That's why I feel like that. You see, Jack, that's why I feel like, remember we had this conversation, Jack. That's why I feel like low-key they not too happy with that 10, 12 million that they be selling after years and bundles, and a month later
That's my thing too, though.
Sale half price.
Jim Ryan said that. He said,
there's
if
no
it ain't
value
like 10
in
million,
PlayStation
it's
Plus,
not
bro.
looked at as like a W.
So I'm saying, I don't think that they're happy. They're happy with them sales. That's why I think they're looking to put their games on PC to get more.
Thing is one of my PlayStation sources was telling me that Sony was having a bunch of meetings this week because they were shocked, right? And one of the things that really kind of stuck out to them is that they have quite a few Activision games as coming to Project Spartacus, and they're kind of just sitting there like, shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Microsoft now.
I don't know, Jay. I would just say, never say never, bro. We've been down this road before.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
I think they're gonna do it.
I'm not
never say never, bro. At this point, bro, we've seen it all, bro. At this point, why?
I'm just saying, does PlayStation doing that, does it fit the bill as far as what they want to do? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're looking at Microsoft because Microsoft, once I said earlier, Microsoft. The benefit of Xbox is that they are part of Microsoft. A lot of these acquisitions and a lot of these big money deals, it's not an Xbox purchase, it's a Microsoft purchase. The difference is PlayStation is the breadwinner for Sony. I think it's like 50-something% of Sony's like income coming in. So if you're making moves like that, you got to make sure you have the actual numbers to back it up where you can.
You know what too though, Jay Barry. Them doing games day and date as Spartacus, that would be the perfect excuse. They're not going to get any backlash from the community. Not that they give a fuck anyway. That their games are coming day and date to PC. Like, I think that's the overall goal. They want to be day and date with PC. Putting them on Spartacus day and date. Hey, it's on PC too. You can purchase it. You can purchase it as well.
Jack, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You don't get no backlash when you do that, right? You see that?
Day and date with PC before we'll see day and date within the service.
I can
they gotta add some, but they gotta add some value to PS Plus though. Losing call, a lot of people are only on PS Plus because that's how they play Call of Duty. If you think about it, you take that away. What you supplementing that with? They giving us trash games every month. Ain't nobody fucking playing them. Like, what we really doing, bro?
We streaming Deep Rock Galactic, Jack. Come on, I'm just waiting for you to get better.
Hey, people ask me to stream that. Is that game good, bro?
I don't know. I haven't played. I'm looking for people to stream it with or play it with.
I might fuck with.
Deep Rock Galactic is actually good.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right, so back to this Horizon. J-Main.
Yo.
Come on, man.
J-Main, how you feeling about this Horizon?
Fire. Understand me? I feel like now based on this trailer, there's a lot of shit that's gonna be going down in this game.
Graphics look
the
really
lore,
good.
the graphics look amazing. I actually just booted up 26 2017 Horizon and was playing at the 60 FPS. That game actually still looks great on console. So I can only imagine what this game is gonna look like. But I can't wait for this. The story trailer definitely opens up a lot of questions about what's going on, especially that chick at the end. A lot of people who played the first one, or maybe you might not even know them because a lot of this should be hidden in the text and the audio logs. But the Odyssey program, like that was going on, that people were trying to take a ship to space. And that could be one of the ladies from that program coming back to Earth and shit like that. So we don't know who that is. But other than that, we got Carrie Ann Moss in the game. And we got who's the other chick? Angela Bassett is also in that game. So yeah, man, it's looking good. Story is looking good, and I can't wait. I can't wait to play this.
Thoughts, Jack?
I don't really have no thoughts, to be honest. The game, I know the game is gonna look good, but I feel like trailers and the gameplay ain't really doing it justice. It's just got this ashy look on these trailers, man. But the only reason I know it's gonna look good because J-Main just said, like, you can pop in fuck Horizon Zero Dawn and the shit look crazy, right? So I just know the game gonna look better natively. I'm not liking there's some weird filter they putting on these fucking trailers. I don't know what it is, but
yeah,
definitely
it's like oversaturation almost.
It's something that's making it look off. Like, I don't know what the fuck they doing, but the lore definitely looks interesting. Like, it's dope to have these actresses in the game. You know, my boy Lance Reddick is coming back as Silence, so I'm trying to see what's going on with that. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to the game. Don't get it twisted. I just want to play it, man. It's like we've been talking about it so many months, man. I just want to play the game, get it in my hands. Like, I really don't have any opinions, though. To be honest.
You know what's funny? As it gets closer, it's just gonna sound wild, but I'm skipping Horizon Forbidden West. Not at least for day one. I'm not buying it. I mark it down.
We know.
Mark it down. I will not buy it.
Why?
Does it look good?
Sheesh.
Does it look good? Yeah, the graphics look good, but yo, something about Aloy as a character just doesn't do.
You just don't fuck with the game. That's all it is.
No, not.
Yeah,
I think her, like, yo, I played through the first game and her no personality. Like it's a story-driven game, but like she's just not an appealing character to me.
She gave off
general,
lesbian
bro.
vibes, like feminist.
Not even that. Not even that, bro. Not even that. But
I think it's the voice actor. If I'm gonna keep
I'm
it
not
real with
really
you.
a fan of Aloy
don't
as a
think she's
character.
good.
I don't care about her. I see the stuff going around her is cool, but I just don't care about her and the first game really didn't make me care about her story too much to be like, yo, I'm so pressed to play her Horizon Forbidden West. Besides the graphics, which are straight eye candy and beautiful, don't get it twisted. I'm sure the gameplay is gonna be fun. After fighting the big machines and stuff like that. But I think this one can wait for me, and I will be playing a different game the month of February, and it's called Elden Ring. And I feel like I need to play that game.
Don't say Sifu.
I feel like I need to play Elden Ring, finish it, because if I'm like playing Horizon Forbidden West and playing Elden Ring at the same time, I have a feeling it's gonna fuck me up just like how I played Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild at the same time. I really feel like it. So I'm actually going to do this game a solid. I don't care how you feel, bro. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm going to do this game actually a solid this time. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to enjoy Elden Ring first, play it, have a great time. A little bit a couple of weeks or later, I'm going to start Horizon Forbidden West, and at least that game will be out of like my mind, and I'll be able to like actually consume myself in Horizon Forbidden West. Well, mark it down. I will not be buying Horizon Forbidden West at least not day one. I will get it some point later, but I have no interest to play it day one. I'm going to be focusing on Elden Ring, which I'll probably be getting early around the same time anyway. So I'll be
I just love the people that's like, oh, this is going to be another Breath of the Wild Horizon situation. Is another game so close that's just going to take me away from it.
It is going to take me away from it. I know.
But when you ask people to explain Elden Ring, what they say, oh, it's another Souls game. You know, it has a lot of similarities to the older Souls games.
But you forget.
Really?
This is a Souls game. This isn't like some bullshit.
Really?
Dark Souls is so fucking deep with so many people, far more than Horizon is.
It's been around longer.
That's the thing too, though, J-Man.
Exactly.
You know what it is,
You're going to look at people going like Horizon or Elden Ring. Let's see. Souls, which I fucking love to death, or Horizon for their second game. I'm going to pick a Souls fucking game.
Not me.
Yeah, I'm playing Souls
Not
first.
me.
Like
You're
this
fucking
does
up.
look.
Well, you're
Don't
bad
get
at
it
Souls
twisted.
games.
This
Well,
shit
no,
looks
because
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
the gameplay in Horizon is way better than the Souls
Hey,
game.
Kofi, can we be honest though, bro?
This shit looks good.
Yes,
This shit
facts.
looks good, and I will play
Facts.
it. And but I will be playing Elden Ring first. I just
You
don't
know
want
what
to
it is,
play
bro?
both of them at the same time. I really don't. I don't
feel
want
like I feel like a lot of people don't really fuck with Horizon, but for some reason they scared to say that.
Well, I'm
It's
not.
true.
Like I've been saying that since the first game.
I
It's not a
wish
bad
people,
game,
'cause
but it's not as amazing as some people make it seem. Though it's
But,
not as.
this is my thing with that
so
though. This is my
amazing.
thing. For some reason, Horizon, it's just always got to be compared to something. Like J-Man was just saying, oh, it's not this, it's not that. Y'all don't do no other games like this. Just say y'all don't fuck with it. Like, I just don't. That's
It's
how
not
I
even the
see it.
comparison because it's nothing like Elden Ring.
Can I
It's
have
nothing.
permission to speak from the heart?
But they comparing it to
It's
Elden Ring
nothing.
because it's coming close to it.
No, I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying I feel like
I'm not
I
even
want to
talking
play
about
that game.
the community. The community.
Okay, I want to play Elden Ring first because I feel like playing them at the same time, two open world kind of experiences. And if I end up enjoying one more than the other, or like, it just might fuck up my. I feel like it's gonna fuck up my
People saw
experience with this.
Hellblade 2. People saw Hellblade 2, immediately compared it to Horizon. Oh,
Well, no, but
what
that's a console war thing. My reasoning is, I think my reasoning is actually kind of sound and not like stupid. Like they're two big games that are releasing next to each other. I know the one I'm actually truly excited for, which is Elden Ring. I'm more excited for that game than this one. I don't want to kind of be playing that game alongside this one. So I'm just saying this one's gonna be taking the back seat.
No, I mean, I understand.
And I'm
what
gonna play
you're
it
saying.
later.
I ain't
And
got
I'm
no
gonna play it
problem.
later.
I ain't got no
That's all.
problem with that. I understand that. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yo, can I
Go ahead,
speak
Jay
from the
Barry.
heart?
Go ahead, Jay
Can I,
Barry.
do you give me permission to speak from the heart? I know this is a Press Start podcast.
Yes,
and I
yes.
don't want to mess with
Get your
anything
shit
over
off
here.
before we get out of here. You
You know
get
what I
the
mean?
last
I know
point,
the
man.
grass is green over here. Everything is cut. You know what I mean? No dandelions and all that stuff. But I need to speak from the heart, Kofi. Because I was listening to you. I muted my mic. There's a fire truck booming in the Bronx. You know what I mean? I'm being respectful. And I heard you say, talk about personality in a video game.
I said Aloy.
Right?
Yes.
In the
I know you're gonna
same
bring up
goddamn
Halo. I knew you were gonna
podcast,
say some Halo
But
shit.
we're just talking about Massachusetts.
But it's
and his
different.
person.
This game is a story. Like it's a super story-driven game, though. It's not where Halo's a fucking shooter, bro. Like why y'all make these apples and oranges comparisons and like
Does it
yeah,
not
like
have
they
a
got
campaign,
me.
sir? Does it not have a campaign?
It does have a campaign, Barry, but you're not understanding. This game is a story narrative focused game. I don't really care about Aloy's character in the first game. They try to tell the story about her. They barely told the story. I had to listen to 100 voice notes to get a decent idea of what's going on here. Like I just don't care about
That's
really
not
Aloy's
true.
Aloy's story.
They need
That's
to add a
not- that's not
Cortana like character in
Yeah.
No, but
If you're saying
back a little-
okay, if you want to bring up the point,
when it
Aloy has more of a personality in the Master Chief, fine, but it doesn't change the fact of how I feel like for this game, all these fancy cutscenes and all sorts of shit going on. I just don't care about the character, and that's just my personal opinion. I don't care.
I can understand it too. Doom
I
Gang
get-
had a
I get-
personality for 40 fucking years, and we ain't complained yet. So.
That's what I'm trying to say. And he's like,
Link
Master
ain't got
Chief is
no
like a Doom guy.
personality.
No, hold on. Don't talk about Doom Guy and be like, oh, Alex isn't paying attention. Listen, Doom Guy has a personality.
What's his
The
personality?
personality is fucking
man. Rock music, blood,
rage. Fucking rage.
Look at him.
See, Jack, you've never been angry once in your life.
Are
And
you
have
sure?
been angry
Are you
at
sure? Are
PlayStation.
you sure?
Thank you, Alex. Thank you,
At
Jeff. Let's do that.
PlayStation.
Let's start that
All
narrative.
right.
Let's start that.
Road trip don't
Are
ring
you
a
sure?
ring a bell.
Let's start that narrative.
The
Yes,
road
sir.
trip don't ring a bell. Listen, when the road trip
No,
happened,
I ain't never been angry in my life. Go
hold
on.
on. Listen, when road trip happened, Jack tapped into his Doom Guy. That's what you felt.
Okay. I feel that. I feel
Okay,
that.
so you want to feel that for 40 fucking hours? That's fucking Doom, my friend.
I don't want to feel that for.
Yo, but
You
to be quick though, guys, you see when you look at Horizon Zero Dawn and then you look at Forbidden West, do you notice something there? You see an actual step up, an actual
Invisible.
involvement.
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
game.
it looks better.
This
It
is
looks
very
better,
common
even
when it
gameplay-wise
comes
too.
to PlayStation games. It's not. We don't see comments like, "Well, Horizon always looked that way." You know what I mean? The staying stagnant. There's actually improvements. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm liking the actual improvement in the actual, combat and gameplay portion. Aloy's a little bit. She can traverse more. I like the attention to detail. There's one clip they shown where she slid on the sand and actually she was running. You see the sand actually dropping off. I know a lot of people don't care about that stuff, but I'm very detailed.
I definitely do.
And animations and stuff like that. But yeah, it does seem like the battle is going to be a little bit more dynamic with the pole cast and the shield wing and all that stuff. And I can't wait till combine all that stuff into the for myself, play it for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not shooting
I'ma play it
legend. You want
too.
to see J Bar clips and play and Kofi.
I'm gonna play it too, bro. I'm just not playing it. I'm playing Elden Ring
3
first, bro.
days before Elden Ring. Yo, listen. You better mute me, okay? I don't know if you have me mute on Twitter already, but you better mute me on that day because I am uploading clips.
You know what? I don't mind. I feel like I don't care about Horizon story at all. Like, to be honest, I don't give a shit. Like, you could tell me
that story is so
Very
slept
negative
on, in my
attitude, Kofi. I need
opinion.
you to
I
fix
don't
that.
care.
That story is so good to me.
I think they did. They
That's
could
crazy.
have done it.
I don't really care. I don't really care. Like, the first one never really. I'm not so pressed. You know what? A story I'm excited for. God of War Ragnarok.
Elden Ring?
After playing, no, God of War Ragnarok. After playing, like revisiting the game, and I'm getting through it at a nice pace actually. That story, bro. I'm actually really excited for Ragnarok's story. See, that's a character that I care about. Kratos is in that game, man of little words like Master Chief, but when he says something, it's powerful, and I like that.
I think the story like they play on each other so much, like Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, as you can see from the trailers and all that stuff, and with Silence, it's something that you kind of have to like. If you're going in and not caring about the story, you're going to have the same type of impressions
Reaction.
going in. With
You're not
Zero
going.
Dawn. I don't care about the game.
They mentioned
well,
the
the gameplay
Forbidden
is
West
fun.
a
Well,
lot
I found
in
the
first
gameplay
one.
fun, and the gameplay looks improved. So if the gameplay is fun, I'm gonna play it through, no matter what. If the gameplay is fun, because I care about that number one.
Are you gonna care why you doing it though? Like I don't really.
Bro.
If a story not interesting, I don't care if the gameplay fun. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, like if I'm not
Really?
interested in the
Because I don't
story,
even want to
Well,
continue.
yeah,
like,
'cause
why am I doing? it? I
Yeah,
don't
we know
care
Jack
what-
crazy.
No,
like
but
that.
you're somebody who likes
like
story
story
over
over
gameplay, which I'm the
Yeah, you
opposite.
do, Jack. You're fucking
Story is very
weird,
important.
Jack.
Story is very
care-
important.
There's a lot of
Jack,
games where I don't
oh.
remember the story, but I
Story is
remember
very
how
important.
how amazing and that gameplay was. Another example, Vanquish. Vanquish is a game I vividly remember how awesome the gameplay is in terms of what you can do and how fun it is to play. But as for the story, I was having so much fun playing that game. I didn't really care about what was going on too much in the story.
This why
Jack,
people like you are
no.
why Nintendo games still don't get voice actors.
No, Jack. People like
gameplay
you are the kind of guys. No,
Where we got
people
straight
like Jack are the
cutscenes,
kind
yo.
of guys that actually watch the story in porn.
yeah.
I actually like the stories in porn.
That's what Jack does. Jack will sit there.
He's sucking toes and licking niggas on
Jack will sit there and be like, "Oh, what's the plot of this porno?" And then fucking fast forward all the fucking action scenes and go back to the storyline.
I gotta
Don't
see if
skip
you
nothing.
can. Bitch, how you don't get like that, bitch? I got to find out, okay? Some
Jay
happens.
ain't want to find out why the stepmom is mad.
Skip all the good stuff.
Get unclogged or not? Like, I really want to know.
Like, is this nigga really a plumber? Like, was he kidding? Like,
Well,
I really
what's
want to know
wrong with
why
that
the
pizza?
stepmom is upset. Why is she upset? I want to know.
facts. I gotta.
Why does that pizza have a hole in the middle of it?
That's what I'm saying. So you really gotta exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
Fucking
actually
guy.
with Jack. I love story, man. You gotta have that story.
Yeah,
man.
I would
Guys,
drop
go
a
read a
game if the
book.
story's bad.
Go read a
I'm,
fucking
still,
book.
I'm in the process of learning how, Alex. You gotta bear with me.
Jesus Christ.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up,
Looks-
boys. It's been a good podcast. It's definitely been a good podcast. Great conversations. The guests, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Ran, Bari. We're gonna go ahead and do the outros, but before then, if you enjoyed the show, make sure y'all hit the like button. You see, Press Our Podcast back in full effect. The energy is here. The boys are back together. This is why I like doing a podcast without missing a member, because it's just not the same without them. You know what I mean? So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Subscribe. Everybody's channel is in the link below. J-Main, Jax, Alex's. So if you're new, consider subscribing to everybody here. Put out videos, all very different content. So check us out. As well as, consider joining our Patreon. We are dropping an off the record episode. I know y'all been waiting on it. It's coming next week. We're gonna do a episode for you guys. All right. So with that being said, let's do the outros. We're gonna start off with our guest, Ran. Appreciate you for coming through. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I
you
always
know-
enjoy talking with you.
The last time I was here, I was the one saying how all of Xbox's games were 2023 and 2024 with Smooth. You remember that?
Oh yeah, he was
Everybody
depressed the
was
whole
like,
time.
"Ah,
He was
shit. And he was all depressed and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, but thanks for having me on. It's always a good time. It's I can't wait to see what the rest of this year is gonna bring, and I think Jay might be right. I think Sony might buy somebody, probably Square Enix if I had to guess. So it'd be
Mm.
Yeah,
interesting
seems likely.
to say the least.
Falls into their template of
Yeah, exactly.
organic growth.
Yeah, and nothing's really gonna change.
I don't think that
really,
I don't think that organic growth's gonna fly anymore with Sony's investors. I think they're gonna be like,
Buy
none of this
somebody.
bullshit. You better
I
spend money.
we need that wallet growth. Like, go bigger. Yeah, I feel you.
And Jay Barry, thank you for popping by. It's always a pleasure having you on the podcast as well, man. You well respected over here, man. You already know.
I appreciate the invite, man. It's always a pleasure coming on the podcast and talking to you guys. You know, I mean, a very diverse group of gamers, which is a great thing because it builds really good chemistry. But yeah, it's good talking to Rand and Alex, Jack, J-Man, Kofi. I appreciate the invite, man. Thanks for having me on. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hit the like button and catch you guys in the next 8 months.
Get out of here, bro.
For that slick talk, make it 9, motherfucker.
Yo, Jack, go ahead and do your outro, man, so we can get out of here.
All right, man. Good podcast this week. You know, I ain't at 100% yet, but I had to come. You know, people was complaining. People been saying I ain't saying enough words per podcast. Y'all calling me Uncle Jimmy, a press start. Hey, man, y'all got to stop this shit, man. Y'all got to stop this.
We got the word count out for you, my boy. It's time.
This is crazy. I really be participating in these conversations. That's what I don't understand. But hey, man, check everybody out on the panel, man. Appreciate the guests that's coming through. And remember, winter is coming. All right. Shout out to y'all. Yes, sir.
Alex.
Nice.
Listen, I was saucy today. Wait till tomorrow for my birthday stream. It's gonna be fucking lit.
You busting
So
it open?
come on down. I'm gonna bust you open.
Yo,
Ooh,
see
cool.
that? I can't even have a
Oh,
conversation
man.
with this guy.
I know, man. That's crazy.
No,
Jesus Christ.
because those cheeks. I know those cheeks got.
Oh my God, Alex, continue, sir.
Listen, check out the channel. We're on our way to 20K.
Yes, sir.
I never think that we would get there. Check out Kofi's other side channel, which is what he likes doing the most. It's Kofi and Addy.
Yes, sir. New video dropping
Fire.
on the weekend, man.
Okay, J-Man is putting out content.
Uploading right now.
Jack is playing old games.
Yes, sir.
Barry's in Twitter Spaces.
Oh my God.
Randall Thor actually makes content. So go check out everybody's channel there. Subscribe if you can. It does mean a lot. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow on the birthday Wildin' Out stream.
I gotta come through and make it rain on that ass one good time. You know what I'm
better.
saying?
Listen, I'll twerk on stream. I don't give a fuck.
I got some singles for you, my boy.
Singles.
Make
It
it
better
rain
be
tomorrow.
5s.
All right, peace.
Next
It was a
time,
good
make it
podcast. We out. All right, are we out? I know. I was just fucking with you, J-Made. Go ahead.
Look, I drank a lot already, boys. Look at that. It's already like.
I know, yeah. Now, let me make it real quick so we can get out of here. Appreciate Rand and Barry for pulling up on us, of course. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out the door. Subscribe to the channel. I actually am uploading a video right now. Also, put out my thoughts on Phil Spencer and them boys. Dropping that bag on Activision. So make sure y'all check out that. And yeah, we're gonna get out of here. See y'all next week, man. Have a good one.
Peace. Stay safe. And we'll see you guys next week. All right. Have a good night.